All right. Okay, we're here. How you doing, everybody? It's Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to the channel. It's July the 28th, getting ready for Wednesday. I guess it's hump day today. Welcome. Nice to see you here today. July the 28th. Hang on a second. Getting ready. There we go. There we go. Lots going on this morning. We're looking at a quiet opening from what I can tell you. Looking at the Dow up about 4 points right now. I got S&P up 2.4, and I got NASDAQ up 54 in the pre-market so far this morning. And of course, I got a frog in my throat right off the get-go. Welcome to the show. A couple of announcements coming out this morning on some of the stocks we're following. And we still have some follow-through going through here on the earnings that came out last night after the market closed. We had earnings on Apple, Microsoft, Google. I saw earnings on Starbucks. I'm trying to remember this morning. I think Pfizer came out with numbers. Still, mainly all good, beating the street. Very healthy returns. But the stocks trade in their own little world. Obviously, some shares are a little higher, some are a little lower, some are unchanged. But the market as a whole, the stock market, 1 point higher on the Dow, 1.9 on S&P, and 51 on NASDAQ. Yesterday, it was a negative day all day long with a little bit of recovery at the end on the indexes. And a couple of shares popped up a little bit, not too much. And then we got the earnings. On the stocks that we're following, let me follow up on those and let you know where we're at. I'm showing at the moment SoFi Technologies on the pre-market at 1509. Up 17 cents on 124,000 shares. No news to report. GameStop showing right now 175.75 looks like, down about or now 176, down 250 or so a share. There is news on GameStop today. They actually made a couple of announcements. First thing, well, they made one announcement, and then there was an announcement by someone else. GameStop announced that they're going to change the name of their stores in Canada from EB Games to GameStop. So they're just going to, turn around and go with a consistent brand name across their entire product line. What they didn't say, and what I'd like to have heard, or what I'd love to know. Hang on a sec. Drop some sheets. What I'd love to know, but they didn't say anything about, was I would love to know if they're going to shut down any Canadian stores, what the store counts are going to be. That's what I'd really like to know. Haven't heard any updates on that count. Just the fact that they're simply going to change the name of the EB Games in Canada to GameStop. That's it from the company. The stock now 176.03, but other news that did come out today was from the S&P people, the folks at Standard & Poor's. GameStop shares are going to be transferred in the first week of August. They're going to be upgraded from the at this moment in time, GameStop shares are part of the S&P Small Cap 600 index. They're going to shift that the company to the mid cap 400 index, an upgrade. So the company's value is such, and has held a value now in this multi-billion-dollar neighborhood. This has motivated S&P, and I guess the company has qualified, I suppose, to now be considered a mid-cap company rather than a small-cap company. And so they're now going up to the mid-cap 400. Starting, I think it's August 3rd, something like that, just in the first week of August. So that's news on GameStop that's so far out this morning that I have. So 176.29 on the stock at this point. Only 18,000 traded. AMC this morning is down 34 cents with not a lot going on as far as, no announcements I know of, but it's at 37.67. ATI Physical Therapy trading at 392 this morning. I'm only showing 2,400 volume. I don't have any significant volume from what I can see here. 392 last trade, and we're looking at up a dime at this point. And there are articles starting to appear about ATIP. Independent bloggers are talking about the company. I read an article last night by one blogger, something about how the company that owns a majority of ATIP, what was the private ATIP, that entity, all the shares that they got when they merged in and took over um, um, the SPAC, uh, with the price of the stock now down in the high threes, they are down 800 million in book value at the moment. That can't be good. Well, I'm kind of curious about this because I'm kind of glad to hear that. I'm kind of glad to hear this article, read this kind of an article. This is the first time that there's any kind of names being attributed to who's who in the zoo here. And I like the fact that these guys are down 800 million. They're going to pay very close attention to this stock. They're going to be they're going to put some work into the effort here to promote this company and to talk about the fact that this company doesn't have a customer problem. They don't have a problem where nobody wants to go to ATIP Physical Therapy centers. That's not the problem they got. The problem they've got is they can't handle the people that do want to go to the ATIP Physical Therapy centers because they don't have enough staff on hand to handle the business. This is their problem. Too much business, not enough staff to handle the business. They're leaving money on the table. Now, this was the story last quarter. It's not the story today. This was the story last quarter, which ended June 30, right? This is July 28. I'm pretty darn sure that among other things that this company and all these folks who are associated with ATIP have been dealing with, they've been dealing with a zillion security lawyers, every regulator under the sun. They've been restricted to speak. They've been under gag orders not to say a dang thing anywhere until the merger got done and got finished and concluded. Then when they were allowed to speak, they had to release their financials, lousy timing, and they came in 160 million in revenues in that quarter. The street looked at that number and went, "You lied to us. You said it would be 175, you bastards." And so the stock got hammered. These guys are probably in Chicago going, oh, what can I say? It's a pandemic. We're in it. We're doing the best we can. And I bet you they have been on a hiring spree like never before for probably 2 months now. And that those results are about to show in this quarter, which have 2 months left to go, August, September. So by October, when we get the next report, these guys will come out and beat the street. They'll beat the street with their numbers and their revenues, and they'll come out and say, we're still not done yet. We're going to keep on hiring. We're expanding our locations. We're going to go up. Eventually, we'll have 1,000 locations that we will generically grow on our own. But I think they're going to be takeover artists. I think they're going to take over other therapy centers with their staffs, convert them to ATIP Physical Therapy centers, and grow the company up. So I cannot reiterate enough. I cannot emphasize enough that these shares at 392 are not your fault that they're down here. They're not really ATIP Physical Therapy's fault either. I don't blame ATIP management for this. I don't think it's their issue. The issue here is I suspect that a lot of buyers of the SPAC stock, that $10 stock they issued for the SPAC, okay, not you guys, those guys. I suspect a high percentage of those shares, or serious percentage of those shares, were issued to investors that were looking for a quick flip. They were watching other SPACs do okay. Some went to $20, $30 a share. And these guys figured there was a quick buck in this deal. What they didn't get, weren't listening to, didn't want to hear about, and were not in any way interested in being, were investors in a company that is systematically going to grow themselves out and become larger and larger and larger. Because at the end of the day, a stock's ability to go up in value, even at ATIP, is the underlying business that is taking over the public corporation. The investors that were approached for the $10 deal were obviously the wrong investors to approach for the $10 deal because, again, these investors were looking for a quick flip. And I get it. I totally understand how this works. I'm an ex-broker. I know the mentality of the client. If I were the broker and I were hauled into a manager's meeting to be told, hey, guess what? Our firm is part of a consortium of brokerage companies, or our firm as a whole, are taking public a company, a SPAC, at $10 a pop. Give your clients a call and tell them that they can buy into a SPAC. Now, what the management either didn't say, or maybe they did, or what they should have said, is they should have said to these brokers, kids, here's the deal. Don't put any one client into more than 1,000 shares each. Tell them to expect to hold it for at least 1 to 2 years. You've got to give the company time to do the merger, and you've got to allow the merger to work itself out, to merge it in. You're a ground floor investor, theoretically speaking, and it could be a winner right off the get-go, but it could also be a longer-term hold. The bottom line, though, is the company that will take over this SPAC is likely going to be an established private company with cash flows and existing staff and everything else, mature business or more, not a 3-month-old business, not like the SPAC is, but for your investors, you've got to prime these people to say, hey, look, I'm putting you in at $10 a share, okay? It's a ground floor scenario here with the SPAC. The SPAC will be taken over by another company. Can't tell you the name of the company. We don't know what it is yet because I'm talking about when this SPAC went public. I will tell you right now, you might make some money right away, but you might not. I'm going to bring you SPACs from time to time. I'll bring you the company A, B, C, D, E. I'll bring you 15 of them if you want. 1,000 shares max per deal. Let's get 15 of these guys. Spread our wealth out. And that way, any one deal doesn't perform right away, whatever, we'll be all right. That would have prevented this. That would have prevented the stock to go from $10 a share to $8 a share to $7.50, $8 a share, and then $3.60 yesterday, whatever the low was yesterday, a share. That would have prevented this. But nope, they didn't do it. The broker that underwrote the deal put stocks, the SPAC stocks, into hands that were loosey-goosey looking for a flip. And maybe, again, I'm not criticizing them. I'm not saying they did it completely wrong. It's just the way it is. In this environment that we're in right now, this stock environment we're in, every investor out there is looking for the score, the big score. And they're all looking at your GameStop. They're all looking at the AMC. They're looking at the meme stocks. They're looking at Wall Street bets. They're looking at Reddit. They're looking for action, action, action. And it happened to my channel as well. In microcosm, this channel right here had 106,000 subscribers in February when the hype was just at its peak, absolutely out of control. We had 106,000 subscribers over here. And I know that 90,000 of the 106,000 subscribers were young, between 18 and 30 years of age, looking to score big time right now. And the remainder were older, more mature, been around a while, and were aware and familiar with kind of how the market sort of works and how life sort of works. And when this channel went through its first month of growing pains, again, I'm talking about January, February, that was what I call the first month of this channel, even though I started it last summer. Once we got through the initial explosion of everything and things started to calm down, what began to happen, of course, is started to get attacked here by trolls who were impatient, looking for scores. And all of a sudden, if I'm not the promoter they want me to be, I'm a shill. And so we got all the abuse. So we privatized this channel for members only. And I welcome all of you here, members and non-members today, to avoid the troll nonsense. But what price did I have to pay to shift the channel to this kind of information channel? I had to lose subscribers. And sure enough, we've gone from 106,000 down to 95,000 subscribers in 4 months, 5 months. It's about 50 to 70 a day that leave this channel. These are folks who are realizing Uncle Bruce is not giving me a stock where I can put $1,000 in, and in a week it turns into $25,000. This guy's a loser. I don't want anything to do with him. I'm going to go to find someone else that'll talk to me in such a way where I'll get all excited and take $1,000 and turn into 25 grand in a real short period of time. I want people to talk to me about stock that will go to $10,000 a share. Otherwise, I don't want to hear a word you have to say, because anything you say now is not credible as far as I'm concerned. Well, goodbye. See you around. Good luck in finding the perfect YouTube channel or anything or any other source you have for your conspiracy and high-end theories. Good luck to you. because this is the real world in which I live. I don't know about you guys, but I'm part of the real world. And at the end of the day, the ATIP stock was a victim of this hype world in which we were in. These guys went public February, March, April, early this year, right in the middle of this absolute frenzy of activity where there were millions of hotshot investors coming in who were taking credit card cash advances because they're broke, and they're throwing $1,000 into this thing, or $5,000 or 10 or whatever they were doing, looking for a score. And they did this with Churchill, and they did this with all the other SPACs that have flamed out, looking for the big score. Today and yesterday and the day before yesterday, anyone buying this ATIP Physical Therapy stock under $5 a share, under even $7 a share, you are stealing money from idiots. That's all they are. And I'm sorry for these people because they were misled by their broker, perhaps. Maybe the salesman was a rookie, not experienced, or certainly was not listening to their managers, and they were hyping their clients up into SPACs all over the place, including this one, under the guise that, oh, these are just going to take off. They're guaranteed triple right away. Oh, they're just going to take off. I would love to see SPACs take off right away. Who doesn't? I'm a happy guy, but I'm also cognizant of the fact that you're getting into these ground floor scenarios. You're getting into an investment at a pretty cheap price, historically speaking. This company, ATIP, they could have theoretically gone the IPO route over a year and a half. They could well be 6 months into a 1.5-year journey to go public. And they might have gone public a year from now at $15, $18, $25 a share. I don't know. But keep in mind, they too, the ATIP people and all other companies that took over SPACs, all of them are in the same boat we're in. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Like it or not, it's a worldwide problem. And the deniers can deny it all they want, but there's a problem out there. The economies aren't working properly because we're in a pandemic. Sorry, it's true. And ATIP has to deal with it from their end. And they would have dealt with it through an IPO process. It might have meant a delay in their IPO. It might have. But on the other hand, they went public through a SPAC. And here we are. So the losers are the $10 buyers who originally bought the SPAC originally. A lot of them flipped out even before this deal got done. They were already walking away because the flip wasn't there. And then after the merger, and now with this news, we have others who are finally caving and walking away. And I really believe that a lot of the selling that's been going on this last 2 days are people who are being forced out, that really don't want to sell, but they're being forced out by the very brokers that got them into the deal in the first place, probably put them into this deal on margin. And they're getting margin called out. And we don't hear about it. You're never going to hear about it. It's not going to make news anywhere. But I suspect a whole bunch of investors have been wiped out on ATIP in the last 48 hours. They've been margined out by their brokers. And these are the very same guys that talked them into getting into the deal in the first place under the promise or the indication or the illusion that, oh, this thing's a guaranteed winner. It's guaranteed to go straight up, because all SPACs go straight up. Now, for a while, SPACs did do very well in the aftermarket because there was a lack of SPACs and a lot of people looking for deals. But remember, there are zillions of desperate investors out there looking to score a touchdown and a home run, and they'll search high and low to find it. They'll search out channels like me. They'll search out channels like everyone else. And eventually, they all get disillusioned with the channels they follow, because none of us can guarantee a payoff, that kind of payoff they're looking for. None of us. We might get lucky, and we might recommend a company like GameStop and talk about a GameStop at $38.50 after it went to $350, down to $30.50, and then back up to $300. Yeah, we get lucky. But those are once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime. They are really infrequent and not normal. And we have been following a not normal company called GameStop now since January. And it is an unbelievable not normal company. But it has done a lot of incredible stuff in the amount of time that we've been following it. ATIP now has to grind this one out. The folks who are the big backers of the company, the folks who own a majority of ATIP, the private co, now the majority owners of the public co, they have work to do. They have a lot of work to do. They now have to gear up a investor relations department like they've never before. And I'm sure they're on it. They're going to have to come out with announcements like every 2 weeks Updates. Don't be telling me updates once a quarter about, oh, we hired 2,100 people last quarter. No, 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 no. I want every 2 weeks. Tell me we've hired 450 people in the last 2 weeks. We think we're going to have another 500 in the next 2 weeks. We're opening 15 new centers in Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania. 2 weeks later, we just opened up 5 more in Washington, in Nevada, in California. This is what I want. This is what I want to hear. I want updates. I want what I used to refer to, what I like to call Chinese water torture announcements. I want a little drip of water on my forehead every 30 seconds until I go nuts. And I want to hear from these guys constantly with little updates. Just give me just little. Give me some snacks, like potato chips. Give me a little chip every once in a while. Just kind of keep the taste going. Don't make me hang for 90 days at a time before I hear from you guys. You have to deliver some news, and it would behoove you to deliver news on an ongoing, constant basis. That's just my take on it. It's $392 right now. It's traded 3,100 shares. There's nothing going on in the pre-market. There's no selling coming in on the pre-market. If we were truly watching a company go out of business or be delisted or eliminate from existence, this would be trading 2 million shares on the pre-market. 3,000 shares is all we've had go through on the pre-market. There is no volume here. So there is no stock for sale. There's no what I call desperado stock for sale. Yes, there will be trading in the first 15 minutes. Maybe the stock will go down. Maybe. It might go to 350, 330, 320. Maybe. On the other hand, if there is a lack of selling coming out all of a sudden, because those who got blown out, we might be at $4.50 to $5 later today. Just saying, maybe. Okay, just you heard it here. Fifth, second, first, I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's move on to some other stocks. There's so much to talk about here. Matterport, no trading in the pre-market that I can tell you about. I'm showing a 1405 indication, but I don't know if this is real or not. I don't see any volume, so I can't say. Oh, now I do. Now I see 1,000 shares, 1,100 shares at 13.71, up 30 cents. I don't know if I'm supposed to believe that. I was showing a 1405 market. I have no idea what it's doing, but I do know this. There is info coming out on Matterport, and there will be a ton of info. The way Matterport is going to hit us with announcements is exactly like every new listed company should operate. These guys are masters. Whoever is running the investor relations department at Matterport, and there are names they have, whoever is the orchestrator, whoever is the master conductor of that outfit has got to be commended. These folks are perfectly running this company's exposure. Absolutely perfect. Now, you might feel different. You might sit there and go, yeah, Bruce, but the stock isn't going up. That's all right. I know. We all know there's only one measure to measure any company's success as far as we're concerned. How's the stock doing? The stock will tell you how the company's doing. Yes and no. Brand new publicly traded companies like Matterport have got to get the word out that they exist to people who don't know they exist, who don't know what they are, who don't know what they do. Matterport, like every other brand new public company, has a massive education program to put together. And these can take years. They can. Sometimes they take weeks if they're controversial or if they get a lot of exposure. And of course, ATIP got unbelievable exposure. They didn't need, but they got it. ATIP actually did get tens of millions of dollars of exposure that they didn't have to pay for, except for the fact that their stock crapped out to $3.91. Another story, we'll get back to that later. Back to Matterport. Love what these guys are doing. Couple of things going on. An article was written this morning that I caught. It might have been yesterday evening, but anyway, I caught this article. Highlights of the article that caught my attention, and I just loved it. First thing that the writer said, the company just raised $605 million by completing their SPAC takeover. $605 million fresh cash in the hands of Matterport's treasury to go forth and multiply with. Wonderful. Number two, the company is now launching apps, various apps, many apps, not one, many apps that some are for free and some are pay for. You have to pay for it. Depends on who you are. Depends on who the customer is or the end user. Some get to use them free, some don't. And what they're doing is they're now, and have already been, and will continue to, deal with real estate agents around the world to allow them to, for a fee, Matterport a house, a listing, Matterport a listing for sale, allowing agents to show off property around the world in an unprecedented new way. The dollhouse 3D imaging and everything else. Absolutely fabulous. They're also now working with property managers and owners. They're dealing with owners and managers of apartment buildings. So if you're a company that owns a 25-story apartment block, or you have 100 of them, you're going to hire Matterport to come on in to the building. And you're going to hire Matterport to Matterport all of your apartments and all of your amenities of your property for the rental market. And you're now going to jazz up your website. You're going to do this for every one of your buildings. It's the new way of doing business. And Airbnbs are going to be done this way as well. There are property managers of actual office towers and campuses, owners that own huge campuses and towers of every description. They're going to Matterport their properties for leasing opportunities or resale. The commercial real estate market is going Matterport in a big, big way. Rental companies, as I said, now shopping mall operators are going to go Matterport. Shopping mall operators are going to Matterport their entire property, number one, show off all their amenities. So if you ever visit a website for a local shopping mall, or you're a tourist in town and you're thinking of going to, looking to go to a big mall to do some shopping, you'll do an internet search. You'll find the biggest shopping mall, or, the top 5 shopping malls in Dallas or Houston or Miami or wherever. And you click on their websites for opening hours and all this, and you'll see a Matterport image of the mall. And you can spend hours in this. That's one application. The other application for the shopping mall owner and manager is they're going to Matterport every property inside that mall. So if they have a vacancy opening up for one of their stores, they're going to Matterport that vacancy. They're going to show it off on an overhead, show you where in the mall it is. You'll be able to zoom into the store itself. They'll show you the frontage. They'll show you the inside. They might show you what the store used to look like. It might have been a XYZ company. They'll show that off if they have that imagery. Otherwise, they'll just show the space as it is now. And it could well be a gutted space. It could be a space that was once a clothing store, but then the contractor for the mall came in. They took the flooring out, they took the walls out, took the ceilings out, and they've made it a shell. And now they're showing a shell to a prospective lessor, which that could be a chain that is looking to expand their business. Here's a store that you can now build in your image. They're talking to outfits like IKEA and other furniture store sellers, appliance companies. Think about Lowe's and Home Depot, and talk about anyone you can imagine that sells household furniture or items for the home. They're going into an IKEA and they're saying to these guys, got a deal for you. We have 2 apps. We have one app for your customer and one app for you guys. And the app for the customer is that they take their cell phone. Once they've decided they're thinking of IKEAizing their apartment or home or whatever they're living in, they're going to take the phone and we're going to show them how to Matterport their house. And then they're going to go to the IKEA store. And when they get to, let's say they want to remodel their kitchen with IKEA everything, they're going to get to the IKEA store and they're going to walk through all the different IKEA layouts that show off all the different kitchen possibilities. And they're going to be able to download on their app your unit number 12546, which is this kitchen design. The counters, the overhead lighting, the cabinets, an island perhaps, whatever that design is. They're going to be able to transpose that into their house and see if it fits, see if it works, how it would look. And it's free to the customer. For IKEA, it helps them sell this $18,000 kitchen, $5,000 kitchen, $4,000, whatever the item is. Might be a bedroom redo. So there might be a $5,000 bedroom redo, or it could be the living room furniture being done. Whatever it is, IKEA will end up paying a percentage of the sale to Matterport to launch the app to their customers, to be able to use this for their customers. This is huge. Every furniture store in the country will be in on Matterport. They will Matterport their inventory. They will Matterport apps to their clients. They will promote the Matterport app to their customers when they're walking around looking at furniture. Because they'll come up to you and say, hey, yeah, you thinking of a new couch for your house? Oh, here's something for you. You got your smartphone on you? Yeah, here, download this. Give me your phone. And you've got the app now. It's uploaded on your phone. You can now take a picture of any of these couches, and you can now transpose them into your house. So when you get home, you've got all these couches in your memory here. When you get home, you can now take a picture of your living room, and now you can use this app, and you can pop our couch in there, the love seat, the sectional, the recliners, the big ass television, whatever it is you're looking to buy. You can now pop that into your living room to see what it would look like if you bought it. Huge. It's huge. This is game changing retail. Completely game changing. And then you'll order it online, and you'll tell them to deliver it, because you know exactly what the couch is going to look like, how the measurements of the couch, the measurement of your wall, the measurement of the TV stand, the measurement of the recliner. It's all automatic. Your dining room, your china cabinet, whatever you're ordering from these guys, bingo. Bedrooms, dressers, drawers, children's rooms. It's endless. It is unbelievable. This Matterport outfit is going to become a household name. It's going to become a utility piece that every housewife is going to know about, every house husband is going to know about, every couple is going to know about. This is a huge, huge area that is untapped, completely untapped, unserviced, not in existence, and will be global. This is not an American thing. This is not a Canadian thing. It's not a European thing. This is global. This is huge, absolutely massive. They're talking about how Matterport will be utilized by chain stores. For example, you might have seen this in your time. If you're in the USA, you've ever been into like a CVS pharmacy or a Rite Aid or whatever the brand names are down there. In Canada, it's a Shoppers Drug Marts. You go into one of these large pharmaceutical type companies that sell everything. You know, they don't just sell pharmaceuticals, they sell all kinds of crap. Notice that when Halloween is coming around, or when Valentine's Day is coming around, or Christmas is coming, you'll come into a store one day, and you'll just happen to be there at the timing where 25 feet of shelving is empty. All the shelves are empty. There's nothing there. And a week later, you come back to the store, and that whole 25 feet of shelving is now all covered in Valentine's Day stuff or Halloween stuff. What you might not be aware of is the folks at CVS are sending out envelopes in the mail to their store managers. And they're saying, starting on this date, we want you to take everything off the shelves that are there now, put them in boxes, and label them, whatever. We'll give you labels, and put this in storage for a while. And we want you to now turn this shelving into a Halloween shelving. And here's where we want you to put this stuff. And they'll tell them to have 3 feet of candies here, 2 feet of this, couple of costumes over here, a couple of plastic goblins over there. They're showing them how to do the layout. And it's very laborious, and it's a lot of paper. And you have the staff members in the evenings, overnight shifts, working all these boxes that have been delivered in to now figure out where this merchandise goes. Matterport is now going to Matterport this whole process. So the stores will be Matterported by Matterport people for the entire chain. Every location will be done, and each location will be recorded separately, all in a master plan. And the marketing people at these outfits will now Matterport the finished product to the customer, showing, okay, your shelf, which is exactly 25 feet long and 5 units high, this is what we want it to look like. Here's the finished product. This is what we want you to do. You notice how you can zoom in on this with your phones. You employees will have the app at the store, and you can now look at the entire shelf. There it is. This is what we want you to do. Here are the boxes. Box number 1, number 2. Those items are from box number 1. Those items are box number 6. Go forth and multiply. It'll speed the process up and simplify it. Instead of all this paper, where does this stuff go? And where's that paper with box number 5 in it? It's now all on your app. It's unbelievable. Merchandising is completely going to be turned over on its head. Women's clothing stores go through seasonal changes every year. As a retailer, I know how this goes. There are going to be stores Matterported by 23andMe, by Forever 21, every brand of women's clothing store. Think of them. All the shoe stores, The women's clothing stores, the men's clothing stores, your favorite brands. Think about them. Okay, Brooks Brothers and whoever else. I can't even name them all. They'll all be Matterported, and the Matterport apps will be utilized to change seasonal clothing trends. And the master marketers at head office are going to tell store number 442 in Denver at this one shopping mall, your store, this is what we want it to look like. Boom, here it is. We've changed your store layout. All these racks you have. We know the racks you have, the exact racks. We want this one moved over here, that one moved over there. We want that one over there. We want that one over there. And this is what's going on each rack. You've got all this merchandise we supply you. Take all the summer clothing out, put the winter clothing in. All the winter clothing out, put the spring line in. This is what is going to happen. This is going to completely revolutionize mass retail selling. Matterport. I'm not kidding. It's huge. The street knows nothing, absolutely nothing about this. This is the job of Matterport to expose to the community. I cannot tell you guys how ground floor you guys are into Matterport, how absolutely 0.1% of the world knows what I've just told you. Investors haven't a clue what's about to happen. This is going to take a year. It's coming every week, every month, every quarter. More of this info will be absorbed by the investment community, more and more and more. And investors, hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds are all going to buy this stuff because they're all going to get it, because they realize a lot of the investments we make are in CVS. We invest in all of these clothing outfits. We invest in these shopping malls. We invest in these property managers. We own this company. Matterport's going to make them all more efficient. It's going to drive their costs down to be that much more efficient. Improve their efficiency at the retail floor level. Improve their efficiency in the leasing department. I haven't gotten into the contracting part of the whole thing. I haven't gone into the insurance part of it. I've talked about it before, on and on and on. Absolutely unbelievable what's coming up with Matterport. You guys are, all of you on this channel are absolutely sub-ground floor investors in what Matterport's all about. And I haven't finished it yet, and I'm not going on any further today. Absolutely incredible. It is really going to be a monster company, a monster company. And they are way ahead of any competition that you think is out there. They are miles ahead, and they have $600 million in fresh cash to take this company to this next level. And it's not one level, it's 15 levels, up, up, up. You think Apple has got levels where they make phones and now they have software and they have apps and they have that? Matterport will have divisions: the real estate realtor division, the property management division, the retail division, the contractor division, the insurance division. It goes on and on and on. We haven't even started to talk about Matterport yet. $13.69 is the stock right now. That's the price. $1,300 traded. The street knows butkus about this. It hasn't a clue what you guys have just heard on this channel. You're welcome. Congratulations. Matterport will present at the Canaccord Genuity annual growth conference coming up in a couple of weeks, August the 12th. They will be doing virtual presentations because the entire thing is a virtual thing now. Global investment conference. They will just be scratching the surface of everything I've just told you at this conference. And then they invite all attendees. You contact us for more info. We have it all. We have it all coming through the investor relations department. We'll tell you all about Matterport. These guys are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to educate the world about what they're about and what they're going to be doing. And this is going to be a nonstop promotion. We've only just begun. This is not going to be a $13 stock or a $20 stock or a $40 stock or a $60. Hundreds of dollars a share. Hundreds of dollars a share as these guys grow out their business. This thing is massive. There is just untold wealth to be made here. I'm telling you. Mark the calendar. It's July 28th. Okay. A couple other things which you're aware of. And let me just double check a few quotes before we get there. 23andMe is $8.50, up 22 cents, but I don't have any volume to speak of. Fifth Wall, $12.50. No volume, unchanged looks like. Vector, down a dime maybe on 1,300 shares. We know Vector is vending in Rocket Lab August the 20th, and that's in about 2.5, 3 weeks. NAV site 993, nothing going on. We know the merger is August the 13th for Spire Global, so that's coming up in 2 weeks. And Apple 145.73, down $1. There was one other I wanted to mention, that was Starboard. Starboard, today is the day, SVAC. Today's the day that Starboard is taken over by Sextra, Cyxtera, Sextra. Sextra Technologies, which is a server farm corporation making nothing but money, and will make nothing but money, because everything I just told you about Matterport, will have to be done through server farms like at Sextra. Everything I've told you about will have to have the data transmitted by satellite technology by our friends at Navistar, which will become Spire Global, because Spire Global is managing the satellites and all the data up and down. All the data will have to be managed by Spire Global, which is NSH. SVAC will be the entity handling and holding and processing all the data that Matterport will be creating, all the 3D imagery. Can you imagine how many bits of information we're talking about? How many trillion bits of information is going to be created as Matterport completely digitizes the world? I can't put a number on it. It's billions. I mean, it will be billions over decades. It will be unthinkable money. All right. Born in the 50s, had no idea that this would be in my world, in my lifetime. No idea. The last 20 years, no idea that this could be happening. Futurists were talking about, well, someday we'll have something like a device with a computer in our hand, something like that. Steve Jobs talked about a smartphone in 2003, 4. He had no idea. He really couldn't have imagined what Matterport in the next 10 years is going to do with this. Unthinkable, because the original smartphone could never have handled the Matterport software. Never. The original smartphone could only take photos at 1.8 gigabytes. Unbelievable. 5G is where we're going and beyond, and it is going to be absolutely spectacular. I'm super excited, to say the least. Rocket Lab, Vector acquisition will become Rocket Lab August 20. Remember, Rocket Lab gets the satellite into space. Spire Global operates the satellite once it is in space, and all of the data transfers. Sextra Technologies, which is SVAC, transmits all the data up and back. They store all the data up and back. Matterport creates all the data from there. So it's all connected, and it will not stop, and it will continue to expand, and will get larger and larger and larger and more juicy and more juicy and more juicy. And you can choose what level you want to be involved with these guys. You can be involved with the company as through the Matterport only, or you can be involved with the satellite operator, or you can be involved with the satellite launcher, or you can be involved with the data handler. It's up to you. You decide. Or you want to buy CVS, go ahead and buy CVS. They're the guys using this stuff. They're the guys paying for it. Unbelievable what's coming up. Absolutely incredible. It's so exciting. I am jacked. I am really excited. As I said at the beginning of the show, thank you for being here. ATI Physical Therapy. This is the giveaway of all time. This is an absolute joke to me. It is unfortunate that ATIP shares are at right now $387 a share, but boy, have you been given a gift, an absolute open invitation to steal money from babies. This is it. It's your once in a lifetime. Just don't think taking money from babies. Just think about putting money in your own pocket for your babies. This stock is being handed over by losers, and I mean real financial wipeouts. This is your opportunity to. This is a bankruptcy sale. You're getting stock at an auction, and the auctioneer is just going, "Hey, it's a limited time offer. You want this stuff or don't you? Because in a few months, this will be flipping at a lot higher price." And it might be flipping at 550 to 650. It's not like going to go to $20 in the 3 months from now. I don't think so. But it could be 650, $6. It could be more, but it ain't going to be 387, kids. I don't think so. This is absolutely below book value. And what can I tell you? You've got to be the right place at the right time. You are in the right place at the right time. You have to take advantage of where you are right now to run this thing. Anyway, there it is. There's my opening salvo. I hope I haven't upset anybody. But if I've motivated you a little bit, I'm pumped. I am stoked up. I thought today would just be another grind as we try to open up and make some money in this market. But boy, yeah, I see some opportunities here. Really exciting stuff. The Dow is up 40 points in the pre-market right now. S&P up 690, NASDAQ up 61 odd points. We got crude up 48 cents to 72.13. That's where we're sitting at right now. We'll see how this market wants to open for us and how it wants to move along. I want to thank all of you for popping in here this morning and catching up with me already. 242 thumbs ups. Can't complain about that. Thank you. If you're able to give a thumbs up to this YouTuber, please do it right now. If you're watching on the rerun on the show, do it immediately. Please help this channel out by throwing a thumbs up on every single video we make, because if you do this, it's free for you guys. There's no cost. But if you can throw thumbs ups at this YouTuber, you are creating momentum inside the YouTube analytics computers. They will refer more interested people, stock market interested people to this channel. They will hear all about your ATIP stock. They will hear all about your Matterport stock. They will hear all about your GameStop stock. You need, and must have more viewers watching this old man talk about the potential of your companies. If you do that, you're helping yourself by promoting your own stock through this old bald man sitting here in Creston. I'm doing all I can for you, kids, but it helps if there are more viewers, and you can attract more viewers to this channel by just throwing the thumbs up button on your screen. It is that simple. It is stupid. It sounds ridiculous, but it works. And I'm not kidding. It really has an effect. So please hit that thumbs up button for us, whether you're watching live or on the rerun, on any of the videos you're watching on this channel, any of my previous live broadcasts. I would so much appreciate it. And I'll tell you, YouTube doesn't mind it either, because YouTube loves it when it can merge interested parties together with interesting content. And I'm hoping that those of you who are here are finding this interesting and motivating. Spread the wealth, spread the message, get it out there. We're at 354 thumbs ups. I thank you for this. There are 892 of you here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel where we try to talk about the market in plain English. I don't have fancy graphs for you. I don't have dancing girls for you. It's just this old guy in a Bagel for Bruce t-shirt holding a coffee mug saying, thank you for joining me from around the world. Let's make some money. And how do you make money? You buy low, you sell high, and there are some deals out there. You got to get in early. You got to get in before everyone else gets in. If you're earlier than half the street, you're already ahead of the curve. I'm telling you, on ATIP, Matterport, GameStop, and all the others I'm following, we're early. We are really early. And it might be quiet for a while, but don't fret. You're in so early and so ahead of the masses. By the time the masses show up, these stocks are gone. And you may have already sold half your positions at unfathomable wealthy prices. The other half is just beyond gravy. Just bear with me. Get in now, get in early, and enjoy the upside. There you have it. Thank you for the thumbs up. 377, they're coming in. I appreciate it. It helps. It helps. It helps. We're sitting at 15.10 on SoFi, up 18 cents on 206,000 shares. It's good, but it's not great. It's good. We'll take it. Maybe this is the beginning of a little $1 run today or more. I don't know. The stock could at any time jump $3 a share. SoFi is so oversold. It's ridiculous. It is just so oversold. Do not be deterred by anyone out there trying to tell you that you're in the wrong company or you're in the wrong. They do not know of what they speak. They have no clue what they're talking about. Just Get a resolve. Just put your resolve together. Grit your teeth. Hang on to your position. Average in. Pick up some options out if they're cheap. Reposition yourselves. Just sit around and enjoy the ride. There will be a ride, and when it starts, there is no waiting. The second it leaves the station, you missed it. It will go. And if it does pop $3 in one day, watch out, because the next week could be even more juicy. I'm just telling you, this old man has experience, and I'm just trying to pass it on to you to have you not miss what might be coming your direction. ATIP sitting at 387, Matterport 1351. My rant this morning will not move these markets. You've probably noticed that. I do not move markets, no matter how many of you are watching me. Unless there's 100,000 watching me at the same time, nothing's going to happen with these stocks with me ranting about them. You guys have got to take this information and sit to yourselves going, okay, I'm going to buy up some of this cheap stuff. I'm going to nibble on it. If I get a couple bucks coming in, I'm going to nibble on this one. I'm going to nibble on that one. I'm going to grab some of these long-term option contracts he keeps talking about. I'm just going to put this stuff away. I'm just going to steely-eyed do this, and I'm not going to waver. You're not shaking me out. Okay, good. Let's keep going. Let's make some money. I appreciate you all being here. I'm sorry if any of you are upset with how these shares are doing. You can cry to me all you want. It's not going to make a damn bit of difference. I prefer you don't cry to me, but you know, it is what it is. It's the open channel. You can comment. Keep it PG rated. I don't need the snide comments. I don't need those. I have enough of those in my life. But in any event, we're here to make money, and I think you've got some opportunities here to score some deals. But remember, and I got to remind you guys, you are into some deals here that are so unknown at the moment. So you're early. You're so early and ahead of the street. You've got to understand that, and you have to tolerate the fact that, geez, you know, the market's going up, but my stock's not going up with it, because nobody knows about your story yet. They will. Trust me, they will. I would prefer they realize about what your company's all about, like the Matterport way, the SoFi way, as opposed to the ATIP Physical way. But I have a feeling that the shot across the bow for these guys who took ATIP public, I think these guys are sitting in their offices going, geez, oh, we just thought if we just took over this company, the stock would just go up. We thought it would be easy. And they're realizing, oh, it's not that easy. Maybe we have to hire an investor relations department filled with professionals who know what the hell they're doing. Maybe they have relatives and friends running this department that have to be let go, and bring in strangers that have a history and a track record of success in this field. In other words, pay out some money to these kinds of people to do the job. Just a little tip from your buddy, Uncle Bruce. But again, I don't know if that's the problem. I really don't know. I suspect it's a broker problem, an investor problem, and not you guys. It's not you that are with me here. We're not the problem. We're actually the solution. You guys picking up this stock at 387 are doing the company and the management of the company a huge favor. You're taking loosey-goosey stock off the market, putting them into diamond-laced hands, and tucking this paper away for a nice return, and you're going to get one. You've just got to be patient enough to let it happen. Sorry that I didn't know the stock would be 387 a week after it was trading at $8-9. Sorry I didn't know that 3 months ago, when the company was delayed in doing their deal at $10 a share, that they would be at 387 a month or two later. Sorry I didn't know. If I'd have known, I would have put the warning out to you to don't buy yet. I'll let you know when to buy. I don't have that kind of a crystal ball, but where I'm sitting today and what I'm looking at right now, this stuff's on sale. And man, is it ever on sale. And anyone selling here is getting crushed. And I suspect they're being forced out. They don't want to sell down here. They're being forced out. And it could well be the brokers are selling them out without them even knowing about it. They got an alert, cough up 10 grand or we sell you out, and they're selling them out nonetheless. It could be that. I don't know. 11,900 traded on ATIP. We're opening in about 6 minutes. Let's see how the market handles this opening. We've got Matterport at 13.51, up a dime right now to start the morning. We have SoFi sitting at 15.15, up 15 cents at the moment, 23 cents, I suppose. 216,000 shares have traded on SoFi, 15.15 on SoFi at the moment. Let's take a look at some other favorites of ours if we can. We'll try to catch up here on a few of our other stocks. Let's take a look at GameStop right now. I'm showing GameStop at 177 even, down $1.54 it would appear. Let me double check that. 178 now, excuse me, down 55 cents. I've got Dow down up 42. I've got S&P up 640. I've got NASDAQ up 57 points right now. Let's see if I can see some other quotes coming through here. 1 second here, waiting for that to pop up, and move on over here. Over on Apple, Microsoft, Google, they came out last night with their numbers. Apple, as expected, blew the doors off the analysts. The analysts, again, underpredicted the number of the profits that Apple were going to make and their gross sales. The shares are down to 177 a share because of comments from Tim Cook, which are welcome comments, honest comments, truly reflecting concerns about supply chain issues, something I've talked about for months and months and months on this channel. Supply chain problems because of the COVID variants and how economies are restarting. There are not all countries are equal when it comes to how to restart and how to handle a pandemic. And Apple is talking about the possibility of chip issues leading into delayed sales or retarded sales down the road. And analysts are worried that, oh, well, gee, maybe they won't make as much money as they could be making in the future, although we all admit they'll make more than they're making now. So you tell me what this means for the stock. I believe what it means is these guys can sell every single iPhone they make, every iPad they want to make, and every computer they want to make. I think they have a clientele that is so loyal globally that they will sell whatever they want to produce. They will have trouble getting it all out the door, but that's a nice problem to have. And the stock at 145 right now, down to $1.76. I give them a pass. It's okay. I'm not upset. I think the shares ultimately go higher to the 180 level anyway, despite what any analyst is saying. This stock is going to go a lot higher. Google is trading right now $27.74, up 38 cents, $38 a share. But remember, yesterday it dropped $57 a share when it closed out. So actually, it's still off about $19 a share from yesterday's close. And they did blow out the numbers. This channel probably helped immensely with the profitability of Google. You're welcome, Google. All of you can thank yourselves and congratulate yourselves for watching this YouTuber. If you're a member of this channel, you made Google richer because they're taking 30% of the fee that you're paying to be a member of this channel as their fee towards YouTube. They own YouTube. Congratulations to all of you to helping make Google a much richer company. We're happy to help. And thank you, Google, for running this channel, owning it, and allowing me to be here. I think it's a win-win scenario, and it's all good. That's the deal on Google. Microsoft posted blowout numbers. The stock did not react well. Right off the bat, it did close last night at 286. The shares were down to 275 for a few minutes, then hung around that 278 to 280 range most of last night. At the moment, however, we're up 271 a share. We're at 289 a share. It's actually up almost a percentage point, and the company has announced record run rates across the board. 60 billion plus in earnings and sales. I mean, they're doing great. So congratulations on Microsoft. Well done, and keep it going. I like the sound of that. We're about to open in 2 minutes. AMC is down 59 cents to 37.42. Not much to get excited about there. SoFi right now is sitting at 15.15, up 23 cents on 221,000 shares. We got Matterport at 13.50, down 9. We got Apple 144.95. We have GameStop right now showing 177.26, 178 range right now, down just a titch. Nothing to worry about there. 23andMe sitting at 8.28, unchanged on 3,600 shares. We need news from those guys. Hopefully we'll get it. And what else is going on? Not much else. Like I say, we're watching SVAC today because today is the day SVAC becomes Sixtra, and it's $9.99 right now in the pre-market on only 700 shares, showing a gain of 20 cents. Let's wait another minute when we open up and see how it really is doing. We're opening in just a minute from now on the markets, and let's see what these shares want to give us. Hopefully, they're going to give us what we deserve, which is nothing but going to the moon all day, every day, because that's what we deserve as investors in these companies. After all, what more do you want? You want our heart, our soul, our money, our passion, our desire. We're here. We're giving you everything we got. Go up. It's so simple. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everybody who has been here this morning, especially members and non-members. We're going to shift the channel over now to non-members only for commentary. Please become a member of this channel if you like what it is we do here. I would love to have you join us as active members. And as I say, for I think it's $10 a month, you get to comment on our show here every day, twice a day, 20 times a month at least. We are talking about coughing up what is it? Is it 40 shows a month? It's 25 cents a show. If you can spare 25 cents a show, you too can comment on this channel along with the rest of us, and we would love to have you join us. On top of that, you get to use the emojis, and on top of that, we will send you updates from time to time, member-only exclusive updates, stock tips, trading ideas, and you name it. This weekend, join me for 2 classes. We're going live Saturday and Sunday at noon. We're going to talk about writing put options and straddles and spreads on options this weekend. Sign up for those classes. Send me an email. Say, Bruce, I want in. Jen and I will send you an invite, and then you can register for the live classes this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. All right, let's get going. We're open. Let's start trading, baby. Let's make money. SoFi is up 23 cents at the moment at 15.15. 349,000 shares traded on the opening. GameStop is showing a drop of 313 at 175.40 at the moment on a volume of 91,000. We'll see if that holds there or not. We've got ATIP at 398, I believe it looks like, a gain of about 16 cents on 80,000 at the moment. So there doesn't seem to be a block of stock available on a dump off. There doesn't seem to be a mass sellout happening this morning on ATIP. We'll watch that closely. GameStop at the moment still showing 174.73, I think, down 381. AMC down 81 cents to 37.32. Matterport 13.41. Looks like it's unchanged, I think. Still early to tell. 23andMe, I'm not sure if we're trading. It looks like 8.38 up a dime. Waiting for first trades to show. Fifth wall looks like it's off a nickel, we think. Again, too early to tell. Looking at IBM off 41 cents. The Dow up 0.73 of a point, barely up a point to start the morning. Microsoft is up $1.50. Apple down $3. Amazon up $16. Facebook up $7.50. Google up $54 from yesterday's close, kind of recovering all the losses there. JP Morgan up 62 cents. Goldman Sachs up $1.93 to 376. There you have it. There's our opening salvo here. 399 on ATIP. GameStop 176-ish now, down about 290. Looking a little better there. We'll keep an eye on all of this, of course, as promised. 1345 on Matterport, up about 4 cents to start the morning. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. I'm glad you're here. I know a lot of you are talking to each other and saying hi to each other, which is fabulous. And I'm glad you could catch up with me this morning. Lots going on. A little bit of a longer rant than usual, but you know what? There's some good stuff happening here. There's some opportunities here. What can I tell you? I'm excited. Let's see what we can get going here. We now have 15.25 last trade on SoFi, up 33 cents to start the day. The volume on SoFi to get things going looks like 15.29 now. Looks like 535,000, so we're up 37 cents at 15.29. GameStop 175 down 354. ATIP 396 on opening volume of 170,000. Much less than the last few days. We are definitely drying out on stock coming in this cheap. AMC down $1.16 to 36.85. Matterport 13.41 unchanged. 23andMe up a dime at 8.38. Fifth wall down a nickel at 12.45. Vector up 19 now to 10.65. We've got Navsite up a penny at 9.96. We have Starboard at 980, officially at 980, up a penny on 5,000 shares. So we'll watch for that. Today is Starboard Day.
Starboard becomes Sixtra later today officially. All right, let's see how we do. Welcome one, welcome all. It's nice to have you here. Is anyone feeling better today than versus yesterday? That's what I want to know. Who knows? We need Uncle Bruce. We need to get him pom-poms to cheer the market up. Eddie is saying hi to each other was not exactly how it could be defined 30 minutes ago. Laugh out loud. Were there people at each other? Were you sniping at each other? Can't you get along? It's a happy place, you know. It's a happy channel where you make nothing but money and you never lose. You know, don't you know that? You don't lose money on this channel. You only make money here, just like all the other YouTube channels. All the YouTubers out there, it's happy times and it's all good, and we sing "Kumbaya" around the campfire every day, and it's just happy times. Anyway. I do what I can. You gotta look at the big picture, kids, and the big picture is the long term, and you gotta learn how to handle the short term to make the long term come through. That's the way it is. Welcome one, welcome all. Are you noticing also more and more stories coming out about employers having trouble getting employees? Have you noticed more of that? And we've been talking about this here for months. And it is coming true. By the way, SoFi 15.35 up 43 cents, getting better. 3.96 on ATIP up 14 cents. I'm noticing more and more talk about employers having a tough time getting employees, and more employees who are digging in, going, I'm not going back to that office. I'm not going back to that environment. I'm not going back to the abuse. I'm not going back to the overworked, underappreciated environment anymore. I'm with my family. I'm in my home. I can work from here. I have employers who are happy with my work, who are grateful that I'm giving them the effort I'm giving them. And I'm making more money because I'm not spending money to get to the office, be at the office, buy a lunch, park my car, worry about transportation. This is a lot better lifestyle. And can I blame it? No, I cannot. 396 ATIP up 14, 15.31 up 39 cents on SoFi. We've got 23andMe up 7 cents to 8.36. Matterport 13.41 unchanged. GameStop 173.42 down 5.12. We have AMC down 88 cents. GameStop is going to be included in the S&P Mid Cap 400, and they're going out of the Small Cap 600 first week of August. So that'll be next week. GameStop is being shifted up by S&P another level. That, I think, is a good thing. I think that is a good thing because it means another level of hedge funds, but mainly ETFs and mutual funds, and some pension funds will now be eligible to start buying GameStop, because as a small cap or smaller, there are pension funds that are forbidden to invest in a company like GameStop. This could open the stock up to additional hedge funds and mutual funds going forward long-term for long-term holds. Just saying. Heard too, on an article I read, GameStop having now added 1.2 million square feet of warehouse space this year to the North American market. The Reno location and York, Pennsylvania, those two fulfillment centers. This is more footage than they've had going in. This is a huge addition. The talk, of course, is they are going to be offering hundreds of items more than they've ever offered before through e-commerce, which continues to e-commerce this company over to that side of things. What we don't know right now are the store counts. How are they dropping them off? We're waiting to hear more news. Anyway, there it is. Lots going on. But GameStop this morning down 6.29, up 32 cents on SoFi 15.24. Volume now is approaching 963,000. Very good. ATIP 3.95, up 13 cents, 226,000 shares. Yesterday at this time we were over 1 million traded, way over 1 million. 2 days ago we were probably close to 1.5 to 2 million traded. ATIP is drying out at these levels, and that's a good sign. It is slowly but surely drying out of sellers, and that to me sets this up. If it breaks 4, if it can muster a bit of a run here after 15-20 minutes of figuring out what's going on, take a run at 4, it'll go much higher, maybe 4.5, 4.75. Just a hunch, just an old trader telling you how these patterns usually work. Anyway, Matterport 1351 up a dime. Volume on Matterport 20,000 shares. Unknown stories. 23andMe up 7 cents to 835. 81,000 shares traded. Would love to hear some updates from 23andMe. Fifth Wall down 19 cents. Vector up 18 cents to 1064. Navstar up a penny to 996. Starboard up 2 cents to 981. Vanek Vectors up $1.35 to 253.83. Home Depot up 49 cents to 327. IBM down 12 cents to 142.63, not giving up the recent gains from the low 140s, high 130s now to here. I think that IBM goes higher. I just suspect that we're going into the mid 140s and into the high 140s over the next few days, weeks. I just see no reason why IBM would not keep going higher. Dow Jones up 8.5 points. We got S&P down 3.6, NASDAQ down 3.7, oil up 33 cents a barrel. That's where we're at right here, right now. Microsoft down $1.65, down $1.80. I'm not worried about that. Apple down $4. Yeah, okay, $4 buying opportunity. These contracts, you can pick off Apple contracts for December, January, February next year. In around this neighborhood here, you should do that. You should pick up some Apple call options. Tesla down $1.38. Not an issue there. BlackBerry up 20 cents. Bed Bath & Beyond up 20 cents. BlackBerry up 35. We've got the cruise lines up a tad. 26-cent gain on Royal Caribbean. 31-cent gain on Norwegian. 27-cent gain on Carnival. Amazon down $13.39. Facebook up $1. Google up. Alphabet up $10.39 right now. That's where we have this market at the moment. It is trying to figure itself out. Intel up 22 cents to 53.40. Micron up 45 cents to 74.67 at the moment. Welcome one, welcome all to this channel. And with Bruce, trying to talk about the markets in plain English. Nice to have you here. And I hope you're having a good morning. And I hope some of you guys are going to be able to get some steals of deals around here. GameStop 171.19 down 7.35. Those of you who've written contracts that expire this Friday, you might be looking at some bargains here to buy some of these calls back and cancel them out, lock in your profits, but keep an eye on stuff. We'll see what's going on. Susan Shops About says, Bruce, my daughter bought GameStop at 3.30. I know, yikes. What should she do if she holds or she'll be okay? Please, any comment? Well, again, Susan, if she's got some at 3.30 and she can nibble up some here at 171, 72 from time to time, that's always a good strategy is to average down. It's just a matter of waiting out the company's game plan to convert themselves to an e-commerce machine, which is what they're up to. They got $1.9 billion in the bank with no debt, new management, new everything going on. Just sticking around. These guys aren't going under. They're not going down. It's just a question of when they're going higher. Hang in there. What else is happening? Let's see. Let's go. Let's see. I would average down and wait. 100% believe GameStop's going to go far above 330 when she averages down more profit. And here we go. Dr. Walter says, Susan Shops About hold. This is $1,000 company without any squeeze action. That's what people are talking about. Very good. What else? Matterport got some good news, but the share seems weak. They don't know. The market doesn't know what you know. You're early. It's your advantage. Take advantage of this info. Get yourself in there for whatever you can get. Get some calls. Get some more shares. Pick this up. What else is happening here? Thank you all. Nice to have you here. Let's see. GameStop volume 1 million today. If the pattern continues, someone says, we have 377,000 right now on GameStop. Actually, that's higher than the last couple of days, isn't it? 169.57. So there's nibbling coming in, there's some selling coming in, but there's some buying coming in to pick this off. SoFi 15.23 up 31 cents. ATIP at 391 looks like up about 9 cents. AMC down $1.37. Matterport unchanged. 23andMe up 7. Fifth Wall down 19. Vector up 17. Navsite up 1 penny. Starboard up 2. IBM down 21 cents. As soon as IBM turns positive, the market goes higher. That's the pattern lately. IBM seems to lead the way. I don't know. We'll see. The Dow up 26.9, S&P down 4.5, NASDAQ down 7.2, oil up 45 cents a barrel. Thank you all for hanging out and sticking around. It's nice to see you. What else is going on here? Remember to give Bruce thumbs up. So thank you for that. Look at all that green. I got 1,000 GameStop. Let's see. Let's go here. Continuing forward. Let's see. Continuing on here. Uncle Bruce, how did you wake up? Did you sleep well? I'm not sure why you're asking. I smell money. With the morning points of looking at these stocks going up over years, how are the January calls looking that many got into originally? With what? Where are these stocks over the years? Was originally, well, some of these shares, depending on what you paid for them, you might be up, you might be down, you might be even. But with what's coming up and how the shares, some of them are acting already, some of your options might be moving up a little bit today, and hopefully we'll have a very good day or 2 or 3 or 10 or 20. It's hard to get $10 calls on SVAC for Jan, but easy to get 12.5 SV for January. Does this mean anything? AB, I can't answer that with any definitive thing. I can only say, AB, that SVAC is so new to the world as a whole that the option players don't know who they are either. A majority of option players do not know what SVAC is or going to be or become. They just don't know. SPACs only spend so much of their time and effort to promote themselves, and then what they do really is they try to be taken over by somebody else. That's their expected life, to be created and then to be disappeared. And the new company, which will be Cyxtera, that's their job to expose themselves to the world long term because they're now a publicly traded company. And so the market for options is going to be limited as SPACs until the takeover is done, and then you have to see what these companies can do with themselves. That's you just have to buy into that notion. And there will be times where the spreads will be uncomfortably large in some of these issues and not so in others, but you're just going to have to accept it because you're early, man. You're a 1/10 of 1%er, and the 99.9% of the market does not know what you know, and they're going to find out later. There it is. That's all I can say. Let's go. Definitely average down. I started at 330 on GameStop. I'm now at 180. Let's see. Vash is saying, hey, Bruce, you told me you guaranteed at 100% that a Yoko Ono album would change my life. But instead, my record player burst into flames. Still 10 out of 10. I still recommend it. But what can I say? I don't know what to say. Yep, I read it there too. There's a lawsuit action coming on ATIP. There are about 6 or 7 law firms that are inviting clients. They're trying to attract clientele to gather up and come on in and let's do a lawsuit against ATIP for being bad people. 6 or 7 law firms are each going to try to get 1,000 people each to send them between $1,000 and $5,000 up front, or eventually they'll ask for this money. And they'll be sitting on $500,000 to $1 million in money, and they're going to investigate ATIP for you, and they'll look into the idea of launching a class action lawsuit. Years and years of crap. You will get nothing from these guys. You will never win. Even if there's a win of any kind, you'll get $50. You're just wasting your time. Just get that out of your mind and look at the prices of stock and buy low and sell high. That's all you have to do. Anyway, there you go. Anyway, what else is going on? Just learned that GameStop's going to be rebranding EB Games in Canada. Yep, we did talk about that this morning. AB, it's not hard to get 10s. They cost $165. No one's buying them. The bid is 10. Means you want to pay $165. Okay, want to sell? Nope. I would just bid 15. If you want some, bid 15 cents. You're the top buyer. Let it come to you. There's no lawsuit for ATIP. It's a fake news story. I hear you there. More GameStop, 169. We're at 169. Let's go. Yes, people are buying the 12.5s. Let's see what other comments are coming through. Yep. GameStop under attack as per usual on a good news day. Burst into flames, laugh out loud. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, there you go. If ATIP had done something illegal, it would have been all over CNBC. It's just a slow stock, more apt to be bought by a bigger healthcare company. Maybe too. Maybe if it stays this low, they'll be bought out by somebody else. There'll be offers. I don't think so. Anyway, but Susan shops around. Can you look at BlackBerry? It looks like it's ready to lift off. A lot of calls at $20, January 2043. I don't follow BlackBerry like other stocks like I do. It's not on my favorites list. I mention it because it's a meme stock. It was one of the original meme stocks, and I kind of keep an eye on it, and I keep an eye on sorry, a brain fart here. Bed Bath and Beyond. I keep an eye on that one as well. If those two are taking off, that could be a meme stock revival of some kind is going on, and I kind of look for that as an indicator of volume and activity. But I don't follow the companies closely because I'm not. No, I don't recommend them as investments. I just observe them and watch them from afar. SoFi is up 30 cents to $15.22. GameStop down $10 now. It's 168.23. There might be opportunities to buy back options that have been written on the stock. ATIP now 383, up a nickel or a half a penny. Well, up about a penny. AMC 36.35 down 166. Matterport up 12 cents to 13.53. 23andMe up 9 cents to 8.36. Excuse me. Fifth Wall up 19 cents to 12.30. Vector up 9 to 10.55. Navstar unchanged. Starboard Value up 2 cents to 9.81. IBM down 39 cents. The Dow now down 34. Dow down 39. We've had a reversal on the Dow, and Treasury yields are edging higher as investors are ready for the Fed policy update, and so there's probably some nervous Nellies coming into the markets because of the possibility of the absolute long shot that there might be higher interest rates. I don't think so. 1.255 on the 10-year note. Hardly anything to worry about. Germany negative 0.44%. So, yeah, I don't see an issue there. But it is out there. The bond players are nervous Nellies. Always have been, always will be. Sometimes this can affect indexes for a while, for minutes, hours, days. Who knows? Right now, the Dow down 37 points. Hardly a sell-off of gargantuan proportions. S&P down 5.9. NASDAQ still positive at 31.3 on the upside. There you go. All right, we'll watch that. SoFi up 37 cents, 15.29. High of the day, 15.36. Volume now 1.6 million. Buying coming in on SoFi, and we're higher. That's a good pattern. Let's keep that going. GameStop down 10.34 at 168.20. ATIP 382. Up about a penny right now. AMC down 136. MTTR Matterport up a couple pennies. 23andMe up 12 cents to 8.40 a share. That's what we got going. Jen is alive and well. Hello, Jen. How you doing? She's moving. It's happening. It's all good stuff.
And I don't want to speak too fast, but there's sky.
There's sky outside. The smoke has been blown away from here. We had all this forest fire smoke just sucked in a couple days ago. It looks like it's been blown out of here. And we actually see our mountains around here. It's kind of a nice change. We like it. Yes, we like it. We'll take it. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. Bruce Seneca, pro as always. Thank you, Adam. John Anderson. Hi, Jen. There you go. Yeah, Dr. Walter Bishop, I'm going to enjoy it so much when these GameStop shorters get burned. It's going to be so very satisfying as well as profitable. Smiling. Good morning, Jen from Florida. Adventures with Duncan. Hey, Duncan, how you doing, buddy? Free Thinker, Mick Jones. GameStop headed back to 175 soon, I think. 168.37. Free Thinker, good morning, AJ. Everyone's saying hi to everybody else. Jen, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good stuff. Good
How are
stuff.
you doing?
I'm doing all right. We had a long rant today talking about potential and things happening out there, trying to stay on top of these trends and reminding ourselves, at least I'm trying to remind everybody, how early we are on these investments,
Yes.
what we know and what the street doesn't know. Yeah, that's what's going on around here. I got big news today. I got big news for you guys. Huge. This could be market moving news. Are you ready? Are you really ready?
Should I sit down?
No, Jen, you know this.
Okay.
You know this info. The street, the folks here do not know
Okay.
the big news I'm about to share with you.
I don't know what it is.
We have a guest in the house.
Oh, that. Yes.
Oh, that. Yeah, Jen is all giddy now. We have a guest in the house. Our daughter is visiting us from Calgary, and she stopped at Costco on the way over. Yeah, you know what that means. Oh, yes, you do. The Costco bagels are here. We have some Costco sesame seed bagels here, and that means this morning I'm looking forward to having a toasted sesame seed Costco bagel with Welch's grape jelly on it.
Welch's Concord.
The Concord, the fast kind, the super fast kind. I'm not sure if that's a good sounding thing, but yes, Concord fast going was what we're looking for, and yes, that's what we're looking for, and we're excited and we're jazzed up, and it's looking good. So, yes, please.
Are you ready?
I'm just wondering, should we consider the possibility of cream cheese and grape jelly on top?
Oh my God!
Who
are you?
Should that be considered?
Who
like that
are
would be
you
the
even?
that would be like the. I don't know if you put butter on it first or not. Do you just put the cheese on and then you put the grape jelly on top of that?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking the trifecta would be butter, grape, cheese, and then.
Yeah. No, I can hear your heart clogging just saying those words together. Yeah.
So probably not. But maybe that's the way to go. And just while I'm talking about it, the SoFi is up to $15.31, up 39 cents. I mean, it's just going up. Me speculating about cream cheese and Concord grape jelly, Welch's Concord.
All right.
On a super toasted bagel. It's happening. It's going to happen now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's getting exciting around here, kids. It's going to be so exciting. Good morning, Jen from Florida. GameStop, we're going to go up. Morning, Auntie Jen. Free Thinker, good morning, Auntie Jen. We love Auntie Jen. I'm always investing in Echo and Bring Stratton today. Cream cheese bagel, give them a knuckle sandwich. Hi, Jen. I knew it was, I called it yesterday. I knew it. I called it yesterday. It says, Auntie, Jen going to be on the show. Ooh, that is so nice. We heard your guest yesterday, Jen Jr. for the win. That's why my ticker's green. I could hear the mom love in Jen's voice when she said, hey, baby. Will we see Jen's Jr.'s hand today? Uncle Bruce, now we have to explain why Concord equals fast to half of this channel, because half of this channel doesn't know what Concord means. How cruel. Butter first, says Drew, or pineapple and ham, Drew. Butter, cream cheese jelly, that's my fave. Schmear and a grape jelly could be the catalyst we need, says Auntie. I called the news being cream cheese bagel. I can hear you getting fatter, laughing out loud. Whoa, cream cheese, Bruce. Pigs are flying. Farmhouse. And it was funny, and I thought I just imagined it yesterday. Spectre Crazy Bruce right now with the special bagel, Free Thinker. I'll laugh a lot at Jen Jr.'s hand. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see what gives. GameStop down $12.17. How much lower does it want to go? That's what we got. ATIP 378, 379, 378 down a couple of pennies. AMC 36.67 down $1.34. Matterport up a dime to 13.51. 23andMe up 13 to 8.41. Fifth Wall down 19 to 12.30. We got Vector up 11. We got Navside up penny. We got Starboard up 7 cents to 9.86. Starboard value volume 12,000 shares. The shareholder vote is today. Everyone's just waiting on that one. Vector, VanEck Vector's up $1.09. Home Depot up $1.52. IBM down 40 cents. Dow down 41 pennies, 41 points. Microsoft turned around, up $1 now. It's come back. Apple down 2.24. It's coming on too. Apple looks like it's a high of the day right now. Apple is at its high of the day, still down $2, so it's coming on. And we're showing Microsoft up 93 cents, coming on quickly. The low at 283.83, now 287.47, so that's moving up smartly. as well. That could be moving the Dow and NASDAQ and S&P. If this keeps going, these monsters keep coming on. That will move markets. We're negative on the cruise lines now. We're negative at, where are we at now? Royal Caribbean down $1. Norwegian down $0.10. Carnival down 11 cents. Amazon only down 0.5 point coming back. Facebook up 1.8, still $1.80 gain, but that's down from the high. Alphabet coming on, up $32, coming on right now. Google moving higher. There it is. There's the story on the big markets. 1530 on SoFi, up 38 cents. 166 on GameStop, 1221 down dip. ATIP just jumped to 382. It just popped up about 3-4 cents right now. ATIP Physical Therapy. Volume on ATIP now, 514,000. Yesterday at this time, we were approaching 1.5 to 2 million. Certainly 2 days ago, we would have been at 3-4 million. So this is drying out, and it's showing 383 now on ATIP, gone positive. ATIP going green right now. All right. Going green on ATIP. Okay. Interesting. Let's go. You know what, non-fungible? I'm not sure. Is it the class? I think there's a class A and a class B stock for Google. I think that's what it is. One has more voting power than the other, something like that. GameStop. Why the face? What's with the GameStop? Yep, down 12.97. ATIP 383, up a penny right now. SoFi up 37 cents. There you go. A little mixed markets. The Dow still showing negative 45, negative 42. Nasdaq up 61, and S&P down 3 points. That's where we're at right at the moment on our market today. Welcome one, welcome out. Oh, ouch on GameStop. Yep, ouch on GameStop. 1354, 165 on GameStop. Markets are so painfully manipulated. It's unreal. What are you going to do? You just have to wait this out and tough it through. That's all you can do. All right. IBM still down 47 cents. Dow down 56 points. Microsoft up $1.71, and Apple down 214. High of the day. It is right at about the high of the day, very close to the exact high of the day at the moment. On 27 million shares traded on Apple. There you go. Apple, I think, will go higher. It's just, there's no stopping this stock. It's going to go higher. Royal Caribbean down $1.24 now. And now Amazon is positive $10. Amazon was down $37 from here. It was negative 27. It's now plus 12. Big snapback rally on Amazon right at the moment. Facebook up 321. Google up $40. Just approaching a $40 gain. Okay. All right. 1534 on SoFi up 41 cents. Is that the high of the day? Just about 1536. This is high of the day territory for SoFi. Up 41 on 1.9 million. We'll take that. Keep it coming, baby. Let's keep it going. Our SoFi financials is projected to be positive. I don't have that detail. What I'm hearing is stuff like the growth rate of SoFi is much more than expected. Many more people signing up for SoFi services. The bank charter thing is a big anticipated thing. That's a big thing. We just don't have the date of it. We are hearing talk of August, September, October, November. Nobody can pin it. So we're just waiting this through. Anyway, there you go. Later, sitting on the deck of your bench of your beach home, you'll be sitting on your deck of your beach home later on, sipping a drink, bragging about how it's so easy to make money in the stock market. Why doesn't everyone do it? There you go. Dave McQueen, Concord is a plane. Concord phonetically is a grape, and the town in Massachusetts where it was developed. There you go. All right. NDPC doesn't like how the GameStop is being treated here. 165.52 with two nice announcements. Should be going the opposite way. I hate manipulation. I mean, come on, give us a break already. What can we do? Matterport 1353. Elo Matterport, what are you doing over there? Let's see. Holy crap! GameStop 165. My dream better start. The GameStop climbing as tomorrow is Thursday. ATIP going lower at 381.5, 382 right now. SoFi are hyping their earnings call, which makes us optimistic the results will be good. And what the real question is, how many of these SPACs call options has Jen Jr. actually bought? That's what we want to know. SoFi insider lockup period all over, or there another batch next month? I think there'll be more. I think more stock on SoFi will come out, but I think the majority is already out. And I think what is coming out won't affect the market because those who get more released already had a bunch released, and they haven't sold all their stock. They only sold some of their stock. Whatever they get released now, they're not going to add to sell. Not going to come. So I don't see this as a problem. Brucey, do you see the lockdown as an opportunity for larger cruise companies to eat smaller cruise companies? The debt must be rising. By next year, this could be very lucrative to follow closely. Well, it's possible that a year from now, when cruise ships are back to, we hope, 80 to 100% capacity, everyone's running again, there might be some stragglers out there who are just struggling. And it's possible that larger companies will buy them, but it's also possible that some of the smaller companies will just merge to kind of become the 5th largest cruise line in the world. You know, you might see something like that. We'll see. What can we do? Matterport taking a little shot, says AB. We're up 29 cents on Matterport to 13.70. We'll take that. We're up 53 cents now on SoFi. New high of the day, 15.45, 15.47 now. Going higher on SoFi, up on 2.1 million shares. That's also nice to see. Volume coming in on SoFi with a 50 cent move so far on the day. GameStop 165.34 down 13. ATIP down a half a penny. Matterport 13.66 up a quarter. 13.70 now again on 67,000. That's all it took to move Matterport 30 cents a share. A 11 cent gain on 23andMe. Fifth Wall down 19 cents. VACQ Vector Acquisition up 7. Navsite up a penny. Starboard up 6. And that's where we're at. IBM down 47 cents. Oh my, look at what's happening here.
Very, very messy.
The schmear and the jelly.
Very messy.
Oh, on Costco's sesame seed bagel. Oh, baby. It's been a long time. It's been an awful long.
There you go.
Very
That's up there. And there you go. Pretend it's lobster.
Pretend it's lobster. Oh, it's a schmear.
But did you smell? It smells like a Costco bagel.
Oh man, this is the best. This is the only thing missing is Costco ice cream, but they don't sell it in Canada. You have to go to the States to get that good stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, but in the States they don't sell these bagels. They don't sell this style of bagel in the U.S. Only Costco Canada has this.
And the French fries.
And they have the poutine fries, French fries in Costco Canada, and poutine in Costco Canada. They don't sell that in the U.S. either, but they do have chicken bake.
They have a chicken bake.
They got the chicken bake.
Something for everybody.
But Canada's got the chicken wings, the Costco chicken wings, which are delicious. They're really great. Yeah, deep fried chicken wings. Oh, they're good in Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, Canadian.
I think it's got something to do with deep frying. I don't know.
Yeah. French fries, chicken fingers. We also have chicken fingers and French fries and chicken wings.
Yeah.
I don't think they have chicken fingers in the States either. They don't.
No, because
they don't deep fry anything.
It's the chicken fingers with the fries is the lunch. Yeah.
That's what we have in Canada. Yeah, we have and then we have the fries on their own. You get gravy on the fries, or you get the poutine.
Yeah.
Oh man, is it
curds? Bring on the.
How do you Americans get by? I don't know how you do it. Is it any wonder? The standard of living in Canada is so much better. We got poutine. And we got chicken finger. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what's happening. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. Whoop, whoop on the Matterport. People are excited. We're getting movement on Matterport now. It's about time we're getting movement on Matterport. Don't you think? We certainly deserve that. Anyway, Bruce, sorry if there was confusion. Are the January calls still solid? The companies may be great over the years, but are their January calls of originally 10 still promising? Look, stocks go up, options go up. 15.46 on SoFi. Just on SoFi, $20 options all of a sudden look nicer. When you pop up 53 cents in a day, all options look nicer. These stocks, SoFi can go up $3 today. It could. I'm not saying it's gonna, but it could. I could go up 3 more tomorrow, and you'd be at 21.50 tomorrow afternoon, and you're going to be looking at that going, wow, I should have had those $20 calls. You know, you gotta buckle up, Buttercup. Hang on, put on a seatbelt, get ready for a ride. But it is what it is. ATIP 383 up a penny. I hate to be critical. I don't want to sound flippant about it. There are opportunities out there, but you've got to have guts. You gotta be convinced you're right, and you just make the market come to you. Just stick tight and make it come to you. Don't flinch. Matterport 1354 up 13, 23 me up 11. All right. Let's go. AB getting some 170.75 trades on the $10 strike calls for SVAC. There might be some interest. Meeting starts in 10 minutes or so. There you go. AB. I notice that it seems US Physical Therapy seems to be about the same number of locations personnel as ATIP. It trades at 120. What? Can we hang on? I don't know what. I'm not sure what's going on there. David Biden on unwaxed federal employers. You're not as smart as I thought you were. Whatever. Bond traders have been losing a decade now. The one of the Nellies are nervous. All right, let's move up. I got to catch up with comments up to the moment here. I like waffles, brass nuggets. Yep. Anyone else getting flagged for suspicious activity from PayPal charges on SMWB channel? I haven't heard anything like that. I haven't noticed anything like that in my emails. Anyone getting that? I'm a bit surprised at that. Nothing like that at all. All is well. SoFi is canceling out my GameStop today. Let's go. Yeah, I'm ticked off that GameStop was down, but I'm more ticked off than on any powder. 12.52 now on GameStop. Looks like a little better. Okay, I'm going to attempt to eat this bagel here. Oh yeah. Oh man. Let's go. 383 on ATIP. 1541 on SoFi. Woohoo! 166 on GameStop. Let's go. There you go. Kayla, how you doing? It's invigorating. I'm going to make some breakfast now, says anti-PC. Hi, Kayla. Welcome to the show. 1534 on SoFi, ATIP 382.83 roughly, and Matterport 1354. Okay. This is tasty stuff. Weird. Kev, that's really strange. I've had no alerts. Everything's fine. Apple is recovering nicely, apparently. Okay, I'm on my work computer now. Right on, Carter Cole. Welcome. Yeah, make sure you're not getting suspicious activity from fizzing, from scammers. And make sure you go straight to your own PayPal account, maybe through another device. Be careful. Don't link off the email because there's scammers out there talking about this, doing this kind of stuff. Be very careful. Yeah, it's bots. Overseas bots messing with you. Watch out. Only thing suspicious, lack of bacon on his bagels. See? Nephew, Nick, you're right. You got it. Just ignore those. Those are scam emails. They're not from PayPal directly. Mark Blue Sky says, buy and hold GameStop. London fork announcement was moved from July 14th to August 4th. NFT and GameStop, lots of catalyst around the corner. All right. Yeah, don't click on them. Those pay emails are scams. No bots. Was email straight from PayPal. Be careful. They say they are. Go to your account separately on your own. Sign in separately. If there's any issues there, they'll tell you. Not on your email. Don't trust your email. No. We're just telling you. Here, I was always getting emails, supposed charges to my PayPal account. Didn't even have one at the time. Don't call the number they give you on the email. They want information. It's a scam. Exactly. I'd never trust a man that doesn't eat bacon with his bagels. There you go. It was straight from PayPal, says Kev. Bruce only eats halal. Uncle Bruce, I fact check. Chickens don't have fingers. Interesting. Check the address on PayPal and make sure it is not a ghosted account. Yep. Kev, if you're suspended, you then call them. They have a help number. Check the website. You can talk to a customer service rep personally and find out what's going on. You'll get looked after. All right. Yep. PayPal is one of the most faked scams and emails. I agree. You got to be careful about that. Bill, exactly right. Never sign in from an email. Never. There. Don't, just be careful out there. Matterport up 31 to 1372. That's right. We're looking better. We're higher. We're up 41 on SoFi. We're down a penny, I think, on ATIP. There might be an issue with your payment card or bank account. Kev's a money launderer. Maybe that's what it is. Wait, chickens don't have fingers? What about the fish? Don't the fish have fingers? Yeah, no, man. Kev Lane, if you signed in through email link, please change your PayPal password right now. You may want to call these guys. You want to talk to them directly. Go online to paypal.com yourself and sign in. Talk to them directly. Yeah. In Germany, we have a new scam. They send you an SMS message on your phone that soon you're going to get a package. And then there's a strange link to a website. They don't look like an official website. I get them all the time. I get DHL, and we have a package for you. And yeah, I delete that. I report it. I block them, and I get them all the time. Crazy. That bagel must be good because you're really smacking, man. Oh, man. Aaron's saying, Bruce, when low on funds, is it a good strategy to close positions in a profit to fund more dips? For example, I'm thinking of closing out Facebook at 40% profit to buy more GameStop. It's a personal decision you have to make, and it's a question of how you're doing and whether you sell all your stock or part of it. You shift a little here, a little there. You have to decide. I know money managers are constantly doing this all the time. They'll take profits. They'll move into other positions that they like. They're shifting escalators. I mean, that can be done.
Are you wearing your bagel?
No. That's wonderful.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Matterport, 1370. There you go. Security? Who needs security when you're using a flip phone? I mean, come on. Yeah, in Singapore, the scammers mask their phone number saying they're calling from authorities. I know. We get that in Canada too. I never answer these calls, ever. Never. And these are good questions. This is a good question. how long you have to wait for someone to come out of a coma before you can ask the wife out on a date. I mean, these are, thought-provoking. I'm seeing Matterport 1386. I got it at 1365 right now, but it's doing all right. I never promised you a rose garden, says Blair. Costco sesame seed bagel. I'm seeing it at 1376. Right on. Bruce, try a toasted French baguette with butter. Will change your life. You may have to change the name of your show. I think I'll go to Paris and try that. I think I'll do it on location to really get the authentic taste. Because I don't want to do a pale imitation over here. Just saying.
That
Okay.
would be a Canadian French baguette.
Oh, there's that too. Is green good? Oh, yeah. Oh, Sharon. Oh, you're going to put me under so fast. That sounds so good. Just made a bagel with butter cream cheese loaded. Oh, yeah. Apples come all the way back. 146.82. Gone green. Pretty good. Got to plug in my biggest iPad. It's running out of juice. Looking good on Apple. The Dow down 94. S&P up 61. NASDAQ up 115. Very, very good. GameStop 165.52 down 13.24. Matterport 13.80 last trade up 39 cents. Looking better on the Matterport. Thank you, thank you, thank you. SoFi 15.39, 15.40. It's climbing. What does green mean? I don't quite understand that. The green, there's this red thingy coming to the green thingy. I think we're the green thingy. What is that? What does that green thingy mean? 8.38 on 23andMe, up a dime. Come on, you guys. You owe us so much more. That's what I'm saying. Right on, buddy. Man, Nate, you got to make your own call on this one, my friend. You may want to diversify your dollars if you have 2,100 of them. Have a little bit of everything. Oh, by the way, this reminds me too, folks. Some of you folks are you're trying to send me donations, which do I appreciate donations? Yeah, let me count the ways. But PayPal is the way to go. I have a PayPal link down below here. that is the way we go for donations. Really, we'd appreciate it that way. Some of you try to send me Venmo donations and other. I don't accept any other donations. I'm not set up for it. I'm not going to be. I'm trying to keep this to a minimum as to where it's coming from and how. PayPal really does work well for us, being in Canada and allowing donations internationally. But if you do, if you want to send us a private email asking us how else can we send you a donation, you can always do that. I know in Canada we can do email transfers that can be done in Canada. I don't know if it can be done between the U.S. and Canada, but it can be done in Canada. But I don't have Venmo or whatever that's called. I don't use it. So anyone trying to make a donation through Venmo, it doesn't get to me. We just don't accept it. So just so you know, I thank you all of you who have good intentions, but it's got to be PayPal. It's got to be PayPal. Anyway, there you have it. Anyway, I haven't seen you eat a bagel like this in a long time. Mike is saying, guys, I've been on the holiday. I didn't check my phone on ATIP. What's going on? Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I'm just thinking about chocolate croissants made me gain 5 pounds. I'm so off for a run. Catch you this afternoon. Thank you, Sharon. You take care. Thanks for sharing that thought. Oh man, what can I say? Oh man. My stock's been better when my bagel was green. Let's see. Tesla's up 1.5%. Yay! The Dow down 76. S&P up 1.3. NASDAQ up 110 points. Okay, let's see. Is there another way to pay for membership outside of PayPal? Membership is done through YouTube. You don't pay me for memberships. Channel memberships are done through YouTube. They handle it. You have to deal with them. PayPal for classes. That's how we handle that. And donations, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, MTTR is feeling better today. 1370, up 29. That's where we're at right now. We're down 12 on GameStop, 166.08. Little better, not a lot. Down a penny, down a nickel on ATIP right now. Oh. Grape jelly, cream cheese on a toasted Costco sesame seed bagel. Okay. We're hoping to this fall and winter. We'll let you know. It's about the border. All about the border. The virus. Okay. GameStop volume is higher today than yesterday. That would make sense, down $12. That would make sense. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 15.26 on SoFi, up 35 cents. We're up 46 cents on Matterport, 13.87. We're going for $14 on Matterport. Yeah, baby. Let's go. I'm trying to keep the sesame seeds off of my lips. There's so many of them. It's so good. So good. Matterport, 1388, up 47 cents. Oh boy. What a breakfast. Two of my Matterport options are in the green. I've watched this old man eat a bagel so many times, it's incredible. I missed the issue with the ATI meeting. Should I sell and leverage down somewhere else? I know we'll rebound soon. I have 330 shares, much love. Don't twitch on ATIP. Don't do anything. If anything, you buy more here. You buy more. Don't sell a single share. Not a single one. That's what we talked about today. I'm really kicking myself for not selling those calls on GameStop a few days ago. I was trying to be patient. Guess I'll just have to be even more patient. Kev, sorry about the heated exchange earlier. Everyone gets heated once in a while. 1372 up 31 cents on Matterport. We're up 30 cents on SoFi to 1522. GameStop 165.24 down 13.30. ATIP down 3.5 cents to 378. AMC still down, but it's not as far down as it was, down $1.16, 36.85. 23andMe up a dime. Fifth Wall down 7 cents. Vector down a penny. NavSite unchanged. Starboard up a nickel. IBM down 55 cents. The Dow down 27 points coming on. Microsoft up 298. Apple at this moment in time down 23 cents, coming back from a drop of about $4. It's come back $4 a share to be down only 24 cents a share. Tesla up 772. BlackBerry up 86 cents. Bed Bath & Beyond down 43. Royal Caribbean down $2.18. We've got Norwegian down 52. Carnival down 50. Amazon up 26 bucks. Facebook up 5.25. Google up 51.91. Those are the markets here on some of the bigger stocks we're following. Goldman down $1.15 to 373.69. Okay. Intel down a penny. Micron up 66 cents. All right. The Dow 24 points on the negative side. 1395 on your Matterport, you guys. 1395, new high. 91,000 shares. That's it. 91,000 shares is all it took for Matterport to go up 54 cents this morning. Man, is this thing poised to go? Just poised. Poised. Oh, gosh. 1395 up 54. Got to be helping some of your call contracts out there. Those 1250s, those 15s have got to be moving up. SoFi 1524 up 31 cents. We've been as high today on SoFi as 1547, as low as 1511. That is the 36 cent range today, up all day on SoFi on 3.1 million. Very good day today on SoFi. Very good day. GameStop down 12.94, still down to 165.60. Okay. All right. Well. Go Matterport. Whoop, whoop. I agree. It is time for a run, baby. Time for a run. That would be just lovely. Thank you all for being with me here today. The news today, for those of you joining late, a couple of things. GameStop this morning made an announcement that they're going to change the name of their stores in Canada from what they used to be known as EB Games. They're going to change the name of GameStop stores from EB Games to GameStop. So the brand will have the same name in Canada as in the US. Okay? So what we don't know, what we haven't heard from GameStop is how many of the Canadian EB Game stores are going to be shut down, how many will be remaining and will be rebranded. That I don't know. GameStop is going to be dropped from the S&P Small Cap Index, which is a 600 index, and they will enter the S&P Mid Cap 400 Index. That's the first week of August. That's next week. That's a positive in my view. That's a positive. That shows me that the company shares will be eligible to be acquired and invested by larger funds that have rules where they can't invest in small caps. They can invest in medium and larger caps. So that to me, I think is a good thing. Stock is down, but that's still, I think, a good thing. Now, Matterport, news has come out, and articles are being written on Matterport all the time. Pardon me, folks. The latest news on Matterport, an article came out this morning, talking about how the company has now raised $605 million in fresh capital by completing the SPAC, the takeover. And with the public listing, now Matterport can talk about what they're doing and what they're going to be up to. There is going to be a ton of information coming out on Matterport, an absolute ton of information. The company right now is launching a series of apps. They have been and are continuing to release even more. And some of these apps are for the public to use at no charge. Some of these apps are for corporations to have created for a fee. Examples of free and pay for apps would be in the real estate area for real estate agents who are listing houses for sale, condos for sale. The person looking at a listing can use Matterport for nothing and look at the listing, see a dollhouse version of a house they might want to buy, where the realtor is paying for the service of Matterport as part of the listing fee. Every real estate agent on the planet will have and will have to have basically a Matterport type listing, or you're just not going to cut it. You cannot anymore go with an Instamatic camera and take pictures, or a digital camera and just take pictures. You now have to provide moving 3D imagery that Matterport has, and it create the dollhouse look, the look from the top down, and the 3D look inside. You've got to offer the entire package. Otherwise, you're not going to compete with other realtors. You just have to have it. This is a huge area. Property managers that own and manage apartment buildings will have all of their apartment buildings Matterported. So that every unit in the building will be Matterported. Literally, your unit, if you're trying to rent unit 1504, the landlord will put the Matterport camera into the 1504 unit and will do the Matterporting of the entire apartment as is. Especially if it's been rented out, the person moved out, the landlord went in and renovated it. Now they've got it for rent. They will Matterport the redone apartment to show you your actual apartment that you can rent as it really is. Matterport is going to be making a killing on this. Phenomenal. Property managers and owners of shopping malls and office parks are going to use Matterport for everything in their properties, whether to lease space, stores or offices or complete buildings. Matterporting is going to become the standard by which all will be measured globally. This is a huge deal. It's going to save companies an awful lot of money. Where a company needs a new office space, they have to send personnel out with a clipboard with 25 requirements. They travel to cities far and wide to go and visit 50 properties in a week or two, report back to head office with all the options, pick out the one they want. I mean, my God, those days are over. It's all done in head office now, inside in the office on giant screens, 70-inch screens, 80-inch screens. You're going to be able to see complete office parks being Matterported to these guys with measurements, square footages, precise square footages and measurements, so they know all these costs going in before they even have to commit to a deal. This is transforming the office leasing and commercial retail leasing business on its head, completely different. You are going to travel someday to Pittsburgh, to LA, to London, to Paris, to wherever you're going, and you want to know what it looks like at the shop. You want to go to one of the bigger shopping malls in the city. It'll be Matterported. You'll go to their website and you will see their entire site on a Matterport layout to see if you want to really go there or not. This is now the new normal. It's coming this direction. Retailers like IKEA and furniture dealers, appliance sellers, the Home Depots of the world, the Lowe's, even outfits like Westinghouse, Whirlpool, LG, all these manufacturers of appliances, all these furniture makers, these television producers, television makers, they will all use Matterport for their product line. And they will offer you an app where you can Matterport your living room or your kitchen. You can then go to the website of the retailer, like IKEA, for example, and look at all their kitchen designs or living room designs or what have you for a one bedroom apartment, a loft, a 2-bedroom, a house, whatever. And you'll be able to utilize the app that you have where you've taken imagery of your room, and you can now overlay on top of that the IKEA furniture for your living room or the IKEA kitchen or the master bedroom or whatever it is you want to pick up, and you can actually see what it'll look like in your space. Plus, knowing the measurements of the products that IKEA has in their app, you will be able to transpose those exact measuremented items into your Matterport to see if it'll fit. You'll find out if the couch fits or not, or whether the kitchen you have in mind will fit in the space you've got. This will save untold millions of hours of running around by customers. This will introduce IKEA products and furniture store products and appliance manufacturers products to millions of people instantaneously and accurately. The fridge will fit where the old fridge is. That kind of stuff. We're talking about basics that people waste so much money on. They buy a stove only to find out it doesn't fit in the space they have. They have to take the stove back and get another one. This stops all that. This changes the world, and it improves efficiency, and time wasted will be really eliminated in many, many instances. The app is free to the consumer. The seller of the item pays for the app's usage. It's a phenomenal business. Your local retail store, and whether it's a women's clothing store, shoe store, whether it's your CVS, your Rite Aid, your Walgreens, your grocery store, I'm telling you, every retailer, period, that is a chain store type retailer, all of them are going to go Matterport. They're all going to go the Matterport system, where they're going to Matterport every one of their locations, and at head office or at regional offices, the managers there are going to send out to the managers of these stores, here is the layout for your Halloween display next month. Here is the display for Christmas. Here is your display for Valentine's Day. Here's your display for Mother's Day. Here's your display for Father's Day. Here's your July 4th display. It is going to get right down to the nuts and bolts of the shelving units. They're going to tell them that the middle shelf, there has to be an 8-inch gap between shelf 3 and 4, a 12-inch gap between 4 and 5. This has to be 6 feet long. This has to be 8 feet long. All the merchandise in each shelf will be shown off as a finished deal through Matterport. And yet no one actually did that at head office. They did it digitally, not in a real way, and then took a photo of it and sent the photo to these guys. They're doing it all on Matterport. It is going to change everything about retailing, about contracting for contractors, for renovation work. It's going to change everything on the insurance business, real estate, selling, leasing, renting, furniture buying, on and on and on. I've scratched the surface of all of this. This is what Matterport is going to become. It's going to become a household name. You're going to know it like you're going to know Windows 10 or Windows 11 or any other product. It's just going to become a lexicon that you're going to know. Instead of calling it the Xerox machine or the photocopier, you're calling it the Xerox machine. You're going to go Matterport. Everything's going to be Matterported. Wholesale, retail, and for people's personal use. Unbelievable. This is the news we were talking about this morning, talking about Matterport's unbelievable potential. They're going to be presenting at the Canaccord Genuity Annual Growth Conference, August the 12th. I believe they were doing a conference call on the 11th of August. I was led to believe 11th of August was going to be their financial report. I'll work on that for further confirmation. The Matterport shares are going to go so much higher per share. This $13.88 price you're looking at here, going to be a distant memory in the not too distant future. And in years from now, you're going to lament the fact that, boy, I remember when Bruce was talking about this, all the potential that company had and what they've done, and the 15 different income streams that they've set up. I should have known. I should have bought that stuff, should have bought those calls. I could have become a very wealthy person. That's an Apple at the beginning of Apple. This is so ground floor. I'm not saying it's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar company in 5 years. It's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company in 5 years. Multi-billion. 10 billion, 15 billion, 20 billion, 50 billion. Lots. These shares won't be recognizable. These prices will be unrecognizable. And you will lament and rue the day you didn't buy it. Just telling you. That's your buddy Uncle Bruce. Anyway, there you have it. Vector Acquisition, they have their merger date August the 20th to be called Rocket Lab. Navsite Holdings, merger date August 13th to become Spire Global. And SVAC, Starboard Value, merging today with Sixtra. Symbol will be CYXT later this week. They're all happening. These SPACs are all converting into standalone public companies, and off they go, one after the other. And there's opportunities here, lots of opportunities. As far as Matterport goes, Matterport will do their thing with the camera, the imaging, the 3D assisting, and all this stuff. They will use their computers to relay data back and forth to their customers who use the apps. But in order to do that, you have to have a storage system of gigantic proportions at server farms to handle all this data. That's where Sixtra comes in. That's Starboard Value. That's the company that will handle all of Matterport's activity along with everyone else's in the world. But to get the information to the server farm, it's going to have to go up to the sky and back down from the sky, from outer space, through satellites. That is where Navsite Holdings comes in. They're going to be running Spire Global. Spire Global handles all the satellites, all the data transfers between satellites and the ground is Spire Global. And somebody's got to get those darn things up there. You got to get the satellite up into space. Who's going to do that? Rocket Lab, VCAQ, your Vector Acquisitions, will become Rocket Lab. They launch the satellites. Spire manages the satellites. And Sextra, which is Starboard, handles all the data between the satellites and the ground and handles the server farms. Matterport is the end customer. You're the end customer using all of this and enjoying it all and not knowing any of this as you are playing with your app. All this is happening. All these entities are part of the equation. Thousands of people are handling all the data transfers. You have no clue. You're just take a picture of the living room. Here's another one. Here's another one. Want to get a new couch? Unbelievable. All the data transfer between IKEA and you. All the data transfer between Whirlpool and you, Whirlpool and its manufacturers, Whirlpool and Matterport, on and on and on. And go. Trillions and trillions of bits of data are being handled and will be handled forevermore. And these four companies are interrelated in a way, even though they're not owned by each other. They're totally independent companies, and they deal with many, many other companies, each on their own, but they're all actually interconnected. Through yours truly to you. And there's opportunity here. Matterport, 1382. We were just sitting at 1390 something. Volume, 110,000 shares. That's it. 110,000 shares of Matterport. That's all we've had go through. We're up 41 cents. 23andMe up 7 cents. SoFi is up 21 cents to 15.13. GameStop still down 12.13 a share at 166.41. ATIP up, looks like 2.5 cents to 3.85 a share. 390 a share on ATIP. We just popped up to 390 really quick. That was nice to see a little pop like that. I didn't expect it, but it just happened. We have just hit 1 million shares of ATIP. We are going to do a couple of million today, maybe. I don't know. Nothing like the other day with 13 million traded. Not even close. So the sell-off is over. The blowout is done. We're at 389, 390 on ATIP. The bargain might have been had as of yesterday and this morning, and that's it. That's where we're at right now, kids. Let's see what's going on. The problem with ATIP is not a corporate problem in that they have no money, or that they can't sell their product, or that their product is no good. That's not the problem at ATIP. The problem at ATIP is actually they don't have enough staff to handle the customers. They have too many customers, and they're frantically hiring staff and have been for months. The other problem ATIP has is a stock problem. It's not a corporate problem. It's a stock problem. The owners of the shares of ATIP have been the problem from the day the SPAC was created. And it unfortunately looks like to me, this old observer, the ATIP shares were issued at $10 a share through a SPAC, and the buyers of the SPAC were totally the wrong clients to put the stock into. The buyers of the SPAC, whatever broker called these guys, they were probably promised riches beyond their wildest dreams right away. The minute you buy this stuff and it starts trading, it's just going to take off and you're going to make a pile of money. And when they find a deal, it'll go even higher. They were sold a load of goods. And these folks may have a beef with their broker through a lawyer. I don't know. But they're not going to have a beef with ATIP. ATIP is a legitimate concern. And it is a company been around a while. And they bought the SPAC. It's the SPAC shareholders that are the issue. These folks, I think, were in for the stock for a quick double or triple, and they were gone. They didn't get it, and they started selling in frustration. And once the shares broke that 750 barrier, my guess is that thousands of these shareholders, and maybe more, were all under margin. And they were hyped up to buy this stock by their brokers on margin, and they got wiped out as margin calls came in, and they got taken down all the way down to 360 something a share yesterday, whatever the bottom was. They're gone. They're all gone. They've been blown out. 20 plus million shares are gone. They've all been purchased though. All these shares have been picked up. A bunch of you guys have been picking up this stock at ATIP, and I think you're going to do rather well by it. Very well by it. I do not be surprised if these shares kind of react in the next few weeks to this $5-6 level, $6.50 level. You'll be up handsomely on these purchases here. Overall, depending on your average, you might be right back to where you started from, if not even in the profit in the chips. This company, ATIP, is frantically hiring personnel to handle their clients. They will hire the personnel. They will handle their clientele. Clientele can go nowhere else. Physical therapy centers are what they are. They're a specialty place. There aren't 25 different companies that do this in the same town. Physical therapy is a difficult thing to get, and you have to go to where you can get the service delivered. And you are sent by your insurance company to a specific place. You have to go there. And so ATIP won't lose customers. They won't lose them to other competitors. They'll just be delayed in getting to them. Why? Because of the COVID virus. Because healthcare workers from other entities have been stolen from ATIP and other clinics around the U.S. by desperate hospitals and ICU units, desperate hospital scenarios. And so they've had trouble retaining staff. This won't last much longer because as things lighten up, we hope, and as people burn out in hospitals, they will come back here to ATIP and go, no, I just want a 35-hour work week. 5 days a week, thank you. 8-hour shifts, that's all I want. I don't want to work 16 hours a day anymore. I don't want to be on call 24/7. I did that, thanks, but no thanks. I think ATIP will have an easy time in the next few months, even already in the next few months going forward, to rehire and staff up again to the levels they need to get to. So they can keep expanding their count of locations because they're adding locations to their business. The shares will go much higher than this. But the blowout has happened. They've been blown out. And these shareholders who should never have been in the first place were totally miscast for the investment. They've been replaced by new diamond-handed investors who I think are going to do rather well with the issue. That's my take on it. We're 383, 384 right now, 385. I think we're poised for a breakout. If it breaks $4, if this stock can break $4, we may have a run on our hands back to 5, just as a short-term rebound already. Just saying, that's my hunch, that's my gut feel, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. That's where we're at. GameStop, 167.18 down 11.36 a share. A little bit of an improvement from the 165 level. SoFi still holding a gain of 23 cents at 15.15. We've got Matterport at 13.81 up 40 cents. We've got 23andMe up 6 cents to 8.34. We're down 7 cents on Fifth Wall. We're down 8 cents on Vector. We're unchanged on NavSite, and we're up 6 cents on Starboard because today is the day Starboard becomes Sixtra. It might be happening as we speak. Okay, there's the latest. IBM down 54 cents. Until IBM goes positive, you can't count in this market to go positive. It's got to happen with IBM. We're down 54. Come on, Big Blue. Let's do it. We're down 39 on the Dow. We're up 4.5 on S&P. We're up 105 on NASDAQ right now. Oil up 19 cents a barrel. And that's where we're at right now on this market. Do you have any comments? Let me know. We'll see how this whole thing works out. I don't know. 4-day work weeks are great. Is anyone having problems with their Fidelity app? I've been a proponent of 4-day work weeks for decades. Please, let's make it happen. What else is going on here? Here we go. Just for your information, on the rocket launch front, SpaceX is moving towards heavier launch vehicle for deeper space missions. That leaves Rocket Lab with Electron and the new Neutron to cover low Earth orbits. Lots of business. I know that Rocket Lab is drowning in orders to launch satellites, drowning in them. And the guys over at Spire Global, all kinds of customers lined up, all kinds of satellites to manage. And Sixtra with their server farms, up to here in work. 61 units now, 61 locations of server farms around the world. More coming. They're going to expand dramatically. Anyway, there it is. Oh, man. Love you guys. I'm just reading some of your comments from a few minutes ago. I haven't had time to read them all. I've been so busy here just yapping away. Thank you, Mr. T. Come on, Brucey, read back my silly messages just now. I haven't had time. I don't know where. I haven't got time for silly. I'm too busy trying to make people money. Oh, man. Oh, man. I have another friend who trains dogs to go into space. He's currently working with what you might call the Projical Labrador, like the smartest dog you've ever encountered. They call him the Rocket Lab. See? Maybe there's a reason maybe I'm not reading those comments. Oh, man. Oh, I haven't got time. It's crazy. Oh, hilarious. 15.14 on SoFi, up 22. GameStop down 10.69. We've come back a few bucks. ATIP up, 1.5 pennies, I guess. AMC only down 97 cents. It's improving. Matterport 13.86 up 45 cents. 23andMe up 11 to 8.39. And we have a 6% gain on SVAC. We're down 7 on Fifth Wall, down 9 on Vector. IBM down 55 cents. Not coming up yet. They're killing me. Come on, IBM. You know you can do it. Wow. Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev being investigated for not being licensed by FINRA. Holy crap, friends. Today might end in the green. Uncle B made a funny. Well, I'm only down 15 grand on Bruce's advice for calls. There you go. Not bitter about it, thank God. Let's see. Oh, man. Does anybody know the book value of ATIP? Let's see. What can I say? I would rather work 4 10-hour days than 5 8-hour days. I can hear you there. Yeah, put in the 2 extra hours a day to get that extra day off. Man, that'd be something. Yeah. But then again, I'm working 7 days a week doing this, so I don't get that kind of time off. Right on, guys. Right on. We're at down 30 on the Dow. We're up 4 on S&P. We're up 100 on NASDAQ. While we're grinding away here, trying to follow this market, stay on top of everything. Thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate it. Those of you who've been able to throw a thumbs ups our way, as I was begging for them earlier, I do appreciate it. We do have 567 thumbs ups. Please hit the thumbs up button. Give this channel momentum today. The more thumbs ups, the more folks will be recommended here by YouTube. YouTube will recommend people where people recommend them to go to, and thumbs ups are what it's all about. you hitting that thumbs up button, you are telling YouTube to send viewers to this channel, and which means they're going to hear about SoFi, they're going to hear about GameStop, they're going to learn all about ATIP and Matterport and 23andMe and all the stocks we're following. And that's what we want. We want more people to understand the upside of these companies, the uniqueness of these companies. That just makes the shares more aware in more people's hands. We may have more shareholders holding these shares who are just picking off these cheap stocks here. Doing you a favor, hit the thumbs up and do yourself a favor. Promote this channel for me and get people over here. I would very much appreciate it. Those of you who are interested in joining me Saturday and Sunday, Jennifer and I will be hosting our next two classes. We're going to be handling our next two classes, classes number 7 and class number 8. And you're welcome to come and join us on both instances. We're going to be talking on Saturday. We're going to be really zeroing in on how you can make extra money by writing put contracts. So we're going to really get into that. Earn income from writing in the money put contracts. We're going to be talking about that for the whole session to help you better understand how this works and how it can help you make money. You don't have to own the stock that you want to write the contract on. You don't have to have it in your possession. You can do it as a cash secured in the money put. You'll get paid income to offer to buy stock. I mean, as goofy as it sounds, you will be paid money to buy stock at the price you want to buy it at for the length of the contract. It's a hell of a way to go. We're going to get into this on Saturday at 12 noon Eastern time. If you'd like to be part of the live audience for that class, send me a private email and say, Bruce, I would like to be on your Saturday class. Send me an invite, please. On Sunday, if that isn't enough, Sunday, the 1st of August at 12 noon, this Sunday is the 1st of August, lesson number 8, how to trade stock options, spreads, and straddles. We're going to talk about some basic straddle and spread strategies where you can get into the market and get into the calls and puts and everything else for very little money. And you can do offset trades where you've got protection against downside, too much upside. You've got profits to be earned with limited risk. You can take on perhaps one contract on each side of a trade, or 5 or 10 or 20 for not so much capital on a margin side of point of view. Again, you don't need to own any stock to do this. You can do these strategies without owning stock. Come and join us this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, when we get into put in the money put option writing and stock straddles and spread trading on Sunday. We're going to do it. We're going to talk about that strategy on both of those channels, both those shows, with the portfolio we're following. So we're going to be talking about SoFi, GameStop, ATIP, AMC, Matterport, ME, IBM, Apple. All the shares we follow and talk about all the time will be highlighted on these classes. Hit me up with an email. Say, Bruce, I want in on the Saturday class. I want in on the Sunday class, one or the other or both. We'll send you invites to get you to register into those classes, and then away we go. Stand by for that. Should be most interesting. Jen handles all the commentary. You can watch the shows without any clothes on. Don't worry, you're not on camera. You're not on a microphone. It's just like this. You'll be just sending me questions while typing them in. Jen will be the monitor of all the comments, and she will interrupt me in the middle of my presentation and say, you got to repeat what you just said a few minutes ago. They didn't quite get that. We'll do it again until you get it figured out. It's working. We've got 6 classes done. 4 are up on the website now. 2 more will join the website very shortly, and then we'll add these 2 classes next week sometime, and you can watch them anytime you want on my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Head over there and check it out. And again, let me know with an email today or tomorrow, but hurry up. Let me know. Yes, Bruce, I want to know how I can make money to offer to buy stock at a price I'd like to pay by writing a secured put contract. Tell me how I can do that. I'm interested. Yeah, I'd like to buy I'd like to buy GameStop at 120 bucks a share. Can you help me? How can I make money being offering to buy GameStop at 120? How can I get money for that? I'd love to know. How about being able to buy SoFi at 12 bucks a share, 12.50 a share, or $10 a share? Or how about being able to buy Matterport at 7.50 a share? I'm willing to pay 7.50 a share for Matterport. How much money will you give me to do it? Come on over Saturday, find out. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get into it. Get ready, kids. We're trying to show you how you can make money in the market in many, many different ways, not just one versus the other. Let's see what happens. Thank you all for joining me here, for being here. We got about 20 odd minutes to go and the show's done. 25, 26 minutes. We have SoFi at 15.19, up 27 cents. We have GameStop down only 8.79 now, back to 169.75 is coming on. ATIP is up, looks like about 5 cents a share now to 3.87. We got AMC only down 52 cents now to 37.49. Looks like it's going to take a run here to break even, go higher. Matterport at 13.83, up 42 cents. We've got 23andMe up 18 cents to 8.46, coming on. Looking better. Fifth Wall down 7 cents, Vector down 8. We got Navsite unchanged, and we got Starboard up 6 cents. IBM still down 48 cents, teasing us. Come on, IBM, you know you can do better than that. You can go to the positive side of this equation. Let's go higher. The Dow is down 39.5 points. S&P down 6. NASDAQ down 111 points. That's what we've got going on at the moment on those markets. We have Microsoft now up 250 on the day. Apple down only 50 cents on the day. We've got the cruise line still negative, down $1.60 on Royal at 78.93. We got Norwegian down 28, Carnival down 37. Amazon up 22 bucks. Facebook up 5.55. Alphabet, which is Google, up 46.85 a share. That is what's going on. Cisco today down 39 cents, 50.49. There's a little bargain there. There it is, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. Welcome all to the telecast. We're up 7 cents on ATIP, coming on again. We'll see if ATIP can hit new highs here. We're trading 1,093,000 shares. We're pushing $3.90 now is what's being pushed around. It looks like the high was 401, the opening on ATIP, but we're now pushing 390 around quite aggressively, and that's a good sign. If we break 4, we could be in for a bit of a run here. That could be kind of interesting. We'll see. We don't know. We're not guaranteeing it, but we might see some interesting action here going forward. Let's see what else is going on here. Thank you, everybody. Other stuff. Let's go. Uncle Bruce and Bob Proctor are the best things to happen in my life. Okay. What else is going on here? Thanks. Days like this, we need some humor. I don't see how you do it, Bruce. Not even one day off. You are definitely not lazy. Let's see. We got mortgage and eviction moratoriums ending soon. And you know what? ATIP should put an ad in Craigslist for help. Let's see. What else have we got here? I had a waiter the other day at a restaurant the other day come up and ask me about a tip. I told him ATIP, pick up that one. Okay. Dave, we'll see you Sunday. We got you registered on Sunday. We're looking forward to having you in for sure. Selling contracts is where the money is at. Let the gamblers gamble. Let's see. Let's go. Uncle Bruce Carl's Jr. closes in 30 minutes. I have to run and grab some biscuits before they switch to lunch. How hard is it to keep the breakfast menu open all day? Inconceivable. It's inconceivable. Yeah, what can I say? Will the next 2 classes be online? Yes, but it'll be sometime next week by the time we're up. It takes several days to get this done. But we will get them up there for you. Just hang on and be patient. Yeah, hey, straddles and spread sounds like a yoga class. Either way, I'm in. There you go. Let's see. Bruce, will you cover for IV in upcoming class? I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. A non-fungible token. Oh no, I'm not doing it, but I'm watching what happens, and I think that'll be the outcome. Second 2-day dip, then rocket. Yeah, let's see. Let's go here. What else is going on here? Hang on. Okay. SoFi 1524 up 32 cents. GameStop down 836 at 170.18. We're back through 170 on GameStop. ATIP up 5 cents. Matterport up 40. 23andMe up 17. So we got some green here on some of our stocks here. Go GameStop, go. And where else are we at here? Let's see. 848 on ME. Yep, up 17, 18, 19 cents. We're getting better. Let's see. Probably I'm hyped for SoFi here. And let's go. Folks talking to each other quite a bit here. A lot of crosstalk, which is great. Love it. Keeping an eye on this market here. Up a nickel on ATIP. Good to see that happening. We're still up down 47 on the Dow. We're up 5 on S&P, up 112 on NASDAQ at the moment. And Matterport 1375 right now, up 34 cents. 23andMe 846 up 18 cents. That's approaching the high of the day again. 23andMe, the volume 318,000. That's all we're trading. Matterport 1386 up 45 cents on 114,000. That's all it's trading. That is interesting. ATIP 386.5 on 1.12 million shares coming on. GameStop 850 on the down dip at 170.04 on 2 million shares. We're outdoing the days lately. We're way outdoing the last few days on GameStop. That is happening there. 1526 on the SoFi, up 34 cents. Low of the day 1508. High of 1547. Volume 4.395 million. We're approaching 4.4 million volume on SoFi with more buying than selling happening right now. For sure, more buying than selling. All right. Vector's up 327. Home Depot up 60 cents. IBM down 71. Dow down 50. Microsoft up 256. Apple down 43 cents at the moment. Wow. What a day. Oh, my gosh. Excuse me, folks. I'm struggling here. I'm hanging on by a thread. It's a long one already. Watching one heck of a lot of activity here. And Microsoft up 252. And we have Apple down 47 cents, Tesla up 356. There you go, guys. We are working, never stopping to see if we can find ways to make these markets go up and make you money. Join me Saturday and Sunday for 2 more classes on ways to make money, even without owning stock and without putting up a lot of cash either. You do not need $100,000 to do these transactions. You can do these transactions with $1,000, $2,000. Easily you can do these transactions. You can make extra money with very little capital. It'll quickly pay you your fee to be in the class. You'll get that back pretty quick, pretty fast. Join us Saturday, Sunday if you like. It's open to all of you out there who are members, not members, subscribers, not subscribers. Learn how to trade the markets without owning stock and leverage yourself up into some nice earnings if you can. If you'd like to do that, love to have you this weekend. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm getting tired here. Oh my gosh. I'm down to the last 18 minutes of my day here. Thank you guys. Implied volatility is the IV. That was the question. We do cover that a bit, non-fungible. We've been kind of talking about this as inside of our classes. We cover a lot of different areas. I'm never going to label a class exactly this. It is just part of the overall coverage. But we get into a lot of this sort of stuff. Anyway, what can I say? Hey, I'm in a drive-through right now. Anybody want anything? Well, I can get them right now. I'm there. Uncle Bruce, any comment on zombie stocks? They have dividends for the past 100 years. Wow, thanks. No comments on zombie stocks. Of course, I had a lot more liquidity back then as well, says T. And what else? There we are. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups today. 605 thumbs ups have come in today. I do thank you. If you're able to, between now and when I go off the air here in about 16 minutes, if it's possible, If you could get me to 700 thumbs up, maybe 750, that would be a really nice morning for us. Hit that thumbs up button for me right now, if you don't mind. Promote this channel and this show to the YouTube community. 610 right there. Hit that thumbs up button and give us a bit of a push here. We're at 614 now, and help YouTube promote this channel. 627, here they come. You guys are awesome. 627 thumbs ups are already coming in now. 633. Let's pop up some neat emojis to get these stocks to go higher as well. We got to pull out every trick in the book here. Thumbs ups and neat emojis to show the new members out there. You become a member, you get to throw this neat emoji around all over the place. Neat, neat, neat. Keeps the bad spirits away, makes stocks go higher. Join the gang, join all of us here. We'd love to have you, if that's possible, become part of this crazy, goofy channel, as we have a lot of fun here, throwing the neat emojis and about 20 others around, 25 others around. We welcome you into the club and the gang of crazies. 780 down dip on GameStop coming on. Everything else is green. We're up 32 on SoFi. We're up 8.5 cents on ATIP. AMC is green. It's up 9 cents. Matterport up 43. 23andMe up 21. My front page is green, except GameStop. Look at that. I mean, what is this? I didn't order this. Tea? I didn't order any tea. Unbelievable. One green, one red one here. The GameStop, second from the top. Everyone else is green. Keep it coming, guys. Let's keep going on the green stocks here. And let's run some of these guys. Let's have a big time move today on a bunch of our stocks. Let's see what we can do. Man, oh man. You mentioned that if ATIP can break 4, it stays there, we could be on our way. Is there any similar target for ME? If it goes above 9 or 10 this week or something, going and buying another? I don't know. I mean, anything is possible, but we may need to go up a few dollars before we reach that magical number. I don't know what that is for any of these stocks necessarily, but just ATIP, the immediacy of it, we're at 392 now. The immediate target is 4. That's the first area of resistance. We have got to break 4 and bust it. We're at 391, 392 now. We're up 9.5 cents on ATIP, 1.2 million shares traded. We get a run through 4. We could have a run to 4.25, 4.5, just to kind of start the ball rolling. There'll be some consolidation, of course, and then we'll take a run at 4.5. And then there'll be consolidation, and we'll take a run at 5. Not all today, but going forward, that's what I sense might be our immediate future. We just got to give the stock a chance, but you got to get your positioning in there before it takes off on you. 392, 388, it's jumping around right a bit right now, but it's not going to stick down here much longer. It is running out. The stock is run out. It's gone. It's, there's not 20 million for sale anymore. They've all been gobbled up. 171 on GameStop, 171.86 down, 668. We're going higher on the GameStop too. Getting better, definitely higher volume there as well. Exactly. That's the dealio, kids. We're green here. We're green. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. The Dow down 50, not helping matters, but not seem to be making a difference with the green arrows today. S&P down 394, or up 394. NASDAQ up 109. So the two other indexes are both positive. The Dow's down 50. Oil up 50 cents. Right now, that's what we got. Gunmaker Remington offering $33 million to the families of the Sandy Hook victims. My goodness, only in America. Uncle Bruce, what's the over-under on likes? When's the last day you had 1,000 during streaming? I don't know, John. Been a while. Would be nice to see 1,000 again, but you got to be realistic. Bought some shares privately in Bose earlier. I reckon it's a pretty good sound investment. Softly, November 19th, $5 strike at 55 cents for ATIP. Best idea or best idea ever. Good price. Very good price. Cheddar knew I should have bought $40 AMC calls an hour ago. AMC up 13 cents to 13.14. SoFi up 32 to 15.24. GameStop still at 170.67 down 780. ATIP 387, 388 up 5.5. AMC up 13 cents. Matterport up 41 cents to 13.42. M23andMe up 21 at 8.49. Fifth Wall only down to nickel. Vector only down 6. Navstar Navsite unchanged. Starboard up 6 right now. Vanik up 3.62. Home Depot up 20 cents. IBM down 76 right now. IBM, Microsoft still up $1.55. That is where we're at. Coming into the final few minutes of this show, thank you all of you for being here so far, hanging out with me for the first 3 hours. We'll be back on today at 3 o'clock Eastern for the final hour of the day. We'll go into the aftermarket a bit, see what's going on, see if these earnings keep coming in like they have been coming in. It's been quite the week of solid earnings all over the place. And, well, let's just see what's going on. The question being asked periodically, but when shorts couldn't cover on GameStop, it was physically impossible for them to have, right? Meaning still to this day could not have covered. I believe so. I think that there are still short positions that haven't been covered. My hunch, just my hunch. Anyway, there you go. There you go. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow you'll get 1,000 thumbs ups. I remember late January you had 20,000 people watching at the same time. Yes, we did. We had $30 moves every day on GameStop. we had 190 million shares a day trading hands on GameStop. I mean, we had people watching that. Yeah, of course. When you're down to 2-3 million shares a day trading, you don't get 20,000 an hour at the same time watching anymore. You got people checking in with you from time to time. They kind of look at their phone and go, "Oh yeah, it's at 170, 139." Okay, that's what happened. You give me a $20 up move and another $40 up move and heavy volume on GameStop, you watch the numbers soar on this channel. Of course, the greed factor kicks in and the worry and the anticipation, of course. Yep, that's what'll happen. 847 on 23andMe, up 19 cents. We're near the high of the day here. The high was 854, so we're looking all right. Matterport, 1378, up 37 cents. Volume of 121,000 shares. AMC up 12 cents. ATIP up 7.5 cents to 390. GameStop down 694. And SoFi up 30 cents to 1522. That is what's going on. GameStop volume, it's 2.1 million, plus we're going higher. Let's go GameStop. Yep, when we see tens of millions of volume on GameStop, then we know that's when it's going higher. Exactly. It's just a matter of when the street just goes ballistic. You guys will hear about first. You're here. And we'll stay on top of these breaking news announcements whenever they come out. Have a great day, Uncle Bruce. We'll see you a little later. Thanks, John. Why, when volume is low on GameStop, it goes up, and when volume is 2 million, it goes down? I'm confused. The day ain't over. That might be it. Later, Fagel family. Thanks, guys. Thank you for being here. 389, 390 on ATIP right now on your stock. The 389 low of 375 today, 366 yesterday. That looked like that was about it. That's all there was. It's just not coming in anymore. Okay. Thursday is looking at you. Buy free thinker. We got SoFi now at 4.6 million at 1520. We have GameStop trading 2.19 million. That's definitely higher than yesterday. Trading now at 171.46. ATIP trading at 1.24 million. 390. We've got AMC at $38, down a penny on 31.5 million. We have Matterport at 13.80 a share on 121,000. That's it. 23andMe at 8.49, trading 350,000 shares today. That's all we're getting there. So there it is, kids. That's the market. I'm getting ready to shut this thing down. We're going to be back at 3 o'clock. Thank you guys for being here this morning. I so appreciate it. And let's hope we get this thing going. Will you be able to order a chair from GameStop once they change the name from EB to GameStop? No, there'll be GameStop Canada and there'll be GameStop everything else, and I doubt I'll be able to get the chair from them. But it won't matter because I won't need the chair. I'm going to be mobile. I'm going to be a nomad on the road. So you might see me, walking one day. We're just holding the phone, doing a live show while I'm walking. You might see me in a Starbucks somewhere. You might see me in a hotel lobby somewhere. You might see me on the balcony of a cruise ship somewhere. You don't know where I'm going to do the show from. You have no idea. We're going to be all over the place. It's going to be crazy. So much fun. Tomorrow, so far from now. Have a good afternoon. Tal Jen Jr., we said hello. Good party, Steve. I like Steve. Thanks, Steve. Yes, I will pass on your regards, and we'll see what's going on. Thank you for being here. At the meantime, have a good morning, everybody. Keep your eye on the markets. We'll keep our eye on them this afternoon. 23andMe is about to hit 850. It's going higher. Matterport, 1378. ATIP at 390, SoFi 1520. So we got some green here. Let's hope we get some more and make this market take off. That would be beautiful. Okay, guys, we'll see you a little later this afternoon at 3. You take care. Bye for now.